All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LMaster versus Aggie, the next match in the CPL 3, CPL 4, the Grudgeoning, LMaster, All Stars 3, bunch of stuff interrelated. The format of the match is going to be best of seven. I believe it's ladder maps. First map is FS, and they are doing a coin toss to see who plays Zerg first, and they're going to be switching between Zerg and Protoss based on who wins. So, the first coin toss was a heads, and Aggie picked heads, so now he plays Zerg. And we're about to jump into the games right away. So a little bit about the players. LMaster, of course, this is less of a grudge match than a caster show match. So both of these players play off-race PvZ Zerg mains, as far as I know, and so there's an obvious contention there. They organized, I guess, kind of just a fun show match, and it was running around the same time as the Grudgeoning. There's no actual bad blood between these two, but it should be interesting to see who comes out on top here. Players should be pretty evenly matched. Aguirre with the slight trash talk, commenting on how LMaster eats every single time he's at the computer somehow. Still maintains the impeccable jawline. Anyway, yeah, so it's gonna be best of seven, first map FS, and okay, they're gone. All right, I'm going. I wonder what the Nor is for. Is he from Norway? I think so, right? Okay, we got. Oh no, I'm not supposed to be here. Help. All right, so Zerg vs Protoss, Fighting Spirit, first map. Let's go. Yeah, Jealous and Elmaster back at it again. Unfortunately, Elmaster is not going to be joining me on the voice right now, but after this match, we will be having Father versus Lingy Pump. Ling Pump. I don't know how to pronounce it. So it's going to be Terran versus Zerg, and maybe either Aggie or Elmaster will hop in for that one. So we'll see. Anyway, let's go. I think the commentator's not supposed to spam. Oops. All right. Starting in the bottom left position, we have iRk-AgGe. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? iRk-AgGe as spawning as the red Zerg. And in the bottom right, we have the yellow Protoss Infarction. Now, I feel like something is missing. Yes, I think I know what it is. Alright, there we go. So, looking at these positions here, ooh, here was saying easy win for Aggie. I'm interested about that because these are Elmaster's two best matchups as far as I know. I mean that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people who transition to a different race are better at the mirror. Well, not the mirror matchup, but they're like reverse matchups. So if they were a Protoss player before, they'll be decent at ZVP in theory. It's also strangely not uncommon as this ZVP PVZ thing. I mean, Dragon is the most notable example, even though I believe he's a Protoss main in general. But anyway, looking at the opening builds, this is Elmaster's preferred pylon position. He taught me this a while ago, like way back in the day when I didn't know how to place the pylon. He told me about this little dark spot where you can place the pylon. But I'm pretty sure most modern players would prefer to put it here because then you can do Forge Gateway. It's a much bigger wall. And this one is Forge Gateway and wide open here. So Elmaster falling back to potentially old habits. Maybe hasn't updated his pylon placement in a while. Meanwhile, Aggie looks like he's going for an overpool. And LMaster, in the meantime, is going to go Forge first. Very standard so far. Double Scout to be safe. He's not going to find... He's probably going to find Aggie last, but Aggie's not doing anything incredibly aggressive, so... And yeah, Hirmu, like I said, they both play PvZ and ZVP, so that's why they're going to be switching after each game, depending on who loses or wins. So, first drone probe interaction, we are going to walk right past. Good idea from LMaster. You need to verify that pool timing, see how many larvae there are available. Sees only one, although the second one might be popping out soon. And yes, there's two, but he sees only one egg pop at a time, so he should know that it's probably two lings. Might be just too delayed a little bit. Gets the hatchery off. Gets the hatchery down, no problem. Let's see. This is a discussion we had in the Discord recently. Actually, it's if you want to send a probe out early before the scouting probe returns to make the nexus. It looks like LMaster opted for that choice, but I don't think he had to because his probe came back from scouting at around 360. But it is going to be a nexus. Everything looking super standard so far, and actually 2 hatch gas. This is interesting. Maybe it's that it's not 2.5 hatch, but actually this is something that I realize people do nowadays, and I just haven't been following it. But people get gas and then their third hatch, but it seems like the third hatch is a little bit late for that. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like gas third hatch immediately. But the gas is up a little bit early, I think. And let's see what the reaction from LMaster is going to be like. And Don Ursa, yes, this is a show match. These are both casters in the community, and they both play very similar racial distribution, so it's a fun little show match between the two of them. Can it be a grudge match? Maybe the grudge match should be because they're both so wholesome. Although I don't know, LMaster has his darker moments too. I don't know enough about Aggie, but I'm guessing everyone has a little bit of a dark side, and maybe I'm not giving LMaster enough credit. Alright, so Lings run in. I'm actually kind of surprised about this first cannon placement. I wouldn't really cover anything. If there was a Ling all in, then... Let's see, gas is started. We should be seeing a Cybernetics core soon. Mr. Sis, I'm so sorry, but the classic graphics are the best graphics. But Alright, post 1 in the chat if you want the HD graphics. And post 2 in the chat if you're cool with the OG graphics. Thanks, EJ, for the commentary on the gas. I remember back in the day, it used to be 3 hatches and then you place your gas, but this makes sense. I remember one of our players in the Discord, Strom Carlin, saying that this actually helps you get your Spire in time to get the Scourge out to save your first Overlord. We got 1-1, 2-1. I'm not going to count them one by one. Alright. It looks like, overwhelmingly, we're going to HD. I'm so sorry, people. We're gonna go mid-match like this. So, Stargate's coming up. Let's see if there's gonna be a layer timing. I feel like, is layer late? Nope, here it is. Alright. Interesting placement. Should be fine though, unless some sort of bust in natural happens. But even then, there's not much area to surround. It would be kind of unfortunate. I mean, well, not unfortunate, but cumbersome to get there. Let's see. No +1. I think +1 should have started by now. I mean, looking at his gas, it's definitely climbing up there. Second cannon, not sure what he's reading there to place the second cannon. Maybe it's the link count, but the link count I feel like is more like a response to the amount of zealots that he should have right now. It should be coming up to 3. Yep, there we are. So yeah, I don't know if the second cannon was a good choice. I think definitely +1 and Citadel would have been the right answer here, because it feels like Citadel should have been coming up now-ish. +1 definitely should have been started. There's the Citadel. Interesting placement. Alright, we're going to go into 5 hatch. Very standard play from Aggie here. The Spire is up. It's not going to be Mutalisks. I think it's not. Hold on, if there's 3... No, yeah, it's not, definitely. Just a little bit of maybe miss macro for a second there. He is supply blocked, so that might explain it. Oh, the Overlord dies. But use it to scout. That makes sense. First air is out. Still no +1 sping or speed or +1 air, so very low tech. No second gateway either, so it feels like LMaster is just a little bit behind on anything. Maybe he's doing something that I'm not anticipating. And let's see, here comes the first Scourge. Let's see the dodge. Okay, decent reaction. I think it's going to live. Meanwhile, we do have the first 5 Zealots out. They are going to be poking on these links. Not +1 yet. Oh my god, this is going to be so close. Let's see if there's a Scourge pool. No Scourge pool. Oh, it did get a hit off, though. Wow. I think what's Scourge like range listed like in the, maybe not in Liquipedia, but in the game? Is it like 0.5 or 1 or something? I don't know, but it definitely isn't 0. It feels like, because sometimes they just get those sneaky hits off. We're gonna get 2 gateways behind this. Both players look like they're supply blocked a little bit. Master definitely a little bit off his game, I presume. Idle Nexi, 2 Sarah parked here, and still no +1. I'm so curious about that. Like, is this good? I would expect this from like a Reaver follow-up or something, or a Reaver opening. In the meantime, from Aggie, all very safe. Let's very standard. I mean, we got 9 in the Nat, 9 in the main, and 5 in the third. So good distribution in the main and Nat for sure. Pretty much close to optimal from what I understand. A little bit late in the third, but I'm sure that those drones will be coming up shortly. Meanwhile, LMaster going up for that heavy mid-game gateway count. Thanks, Hirmo, for the confirmation on that Scourge situation. We are still continuing to make Sair, so I'm surprised to see no +1. This +1 is super late. I'm sure that LMaster is kicking himself for that one. And again, we're supply blocked. When you add gateways like this, I feel like you instantly start throwing down like 2 or 3 pylons at a time. Because if you think about it, you're producing from 6 gates, 1 Stargate. That's 7 times 2 per macro cycle, plus 2 for probes, so that's 16. So you need at least 2 probes for each macro cycle. 2 pylons for each macro cycle. So I definitely feel like LMaster should start throwing those in soon. And same goes for Aggie. I mean, they're both keeping their money low somehow, but maybe they're actually macroing really well, and I'm just misrepresenting their macro situation here. Now, robotics facilities on the way. Very safe in standard play. Did he? Oh, Scourge used this. Moved out a little early. I mean, you're supposed to move out when you have. Oh, he got hit. You're supposed to move out when you have like 5 with +1, I think, or 6 with no +1. And here's the +1 also. So you have both upgrades incredibly late for LMaster, but he does have speed now. I don't think he has the timing. This is like 9:11, 7:30 timing, but it doesn't look like he's going for it at all. And actually, the Hydralisk count is kind of scary right now. We need to see some Templar from LMaster soon. What am I talking about? They're right here. We do have 5 Templar, so this is definitely enough to kind of fight for mid control, I think. Maybe especially if he waits for like another storm to come around. But Aggie looks like he's already posturing to start exerting some map control. 6 hatcheries now on the way, so 6 hatch Hydra follow-up. Not taking a 4th base yet, wisely, considering LMaster's still on 2, and he's pumping. Aggie knows that there is no expansion maintaining. Great Zergling layout here. So Scourge versus Sair. There's still only 3. LMaster pretty much quit all Sair production, and he pretty much gave up all map control. So this is actually, I think it's almost harder to fight in this situation because it's so clumped to move your Templar around. Look, it's going to be difficult. But Aggie still needs to be careful, though. Can't be getting hit by those storms for no reason. Does lose a couple of Hydra there for no reason. Doing 100 damage to the Forge doesn't do much for you. Oh, he's going to come in for the Templar. Nice. Okay, that one was worth it. Oh, the Zealots are not on hold position. Oh, no, he's going to be bleeding them out shortly. Oh, nice Storm, but the Hydra's move and get another Templar snipe. Okay. LMaster is hemorrhaging Templar like crazy. Whoever said that Aggie was an aggressive player is right, but maybe this is a little over-aggressive now. That's still a lot of dead Hydra. I mean, 2 Templar early on is not a bad trade. He still has 2 of his higher energy ones, so he still will have probably about at least 5 Storms going into this next engagement, but I think LMaster is definitely a little bit scared, and he's waiting for this late +1. Zerg with less than 200 APM, easy race. I mean, honestly, good management. I feel like it's more conceptual than speed-based for Zerg. Obviously, there's a speed-based component, but I've seen some people who macro like freaking crazy on ladder with like 100 APM, and it's really tough to beat when Zerg just has great macro, has a lot of units. In the meantime, LMaster going up to that 8 gate. I wonder if it's going to be the 12:30 Dragoon timing. That's what we're going to be looking for. Observer's also already on the way. I mean, out. Let me catch up a little bit to myself. You know, like let me wake up, smooth into this casting thing. More Scourge being made. Still no fourth base, which is good. But the army, there was quite a lot of Hydralisk loss. So the engagement may not be as favorable for AgGe as it would have been before. But it's going to come down to the micro. Let's see. Once Templar down. 2 Templar down. That one had like full health. I mean, full energy. Is there going to be 3 Templar down? Oh, this is sloppy from both players. The Hydralisks are not fighting. Oh, this piecemeal attack from AgGe is not going to be working out. This is a fair amount of Dragoons now. They're going to do a great job of shooting from behind the Zealots, adding that extra DPS, but there is only 1 Templar left. He does have full energy, though, so that we might be seeing a potential 3 Storms. Great first Storm here. Shreds those Hydras. We want to see another one, though. We want to see some management on the bridge. Zealots go in front. Dragoons coming down in here somehow. Oh, this Templar, no! All the Templar are down, but there's no static defense, no army left for AgGe. And one Sunken, I don't think is going to hold this Protoss around, but this Lurker Egg is in a really cute spot. Can he not get through this? I think he can't. We need more Lurker Eggs. But the Observer is out already. He needs to bring the Observer. It's not going to be make or break for him. LMaster looks like he resupplied with his next macro round. He is floating a little bit of money. Good job taking the third in the meantime. Ooh, the Lurker's out. The wall is broken. Is the Lurker going to burrow? No, not time. Not enough time for it. Storm on the drones, adding insult to injury, and now this is just snowballed a lot. I mean, it's 131 supply to 57. AgGe has to be looking for those famous 2 letters, which are, of course, FU. I mean, GG. Both are actually acceptable on ladder, by the way. Oh, look at that. GG, well played. All right. All right, so game 1 goes to LMaster, playing PvZ against AgGe. I believe, but according to the rules, that means that AgGe gets to pick the map and he stays a Zerg. So, we'll wait for AgGe's decision on which map we're playing next. And yeah, Shugo, this is, yeah, it's not really a grudge match, it's a show match, but it's, there is so, I mean, it's so hard to fabricate grudges out of thin air, but I could see some reason for there to be a grudge there between them. It could be marginally justified. Alright, so next map is going to be Ground Zero. Now, this map, I feel like it's kind of Zerg favored, to be honest with you. Taking another main is easier for Zerg than it is for Protoss, and with how difficult it is to hold a third gas on this map, this one has this one has 1 ramp, but it's kind of in the middle. You're always forced to take middle gas there. 1 second, I'm getting a call from Azerbaijan. Alright, never mind, forget that call. Alright, so it's going to be ZVP again on Ground Zero, with AgGe still being Zerg. AgGe talking down to himself. I mean, how can you fabricate a grudge match against 2 people playing so nice? Alright, we got LMaster spawning as the orange Protoss in the top left. And we got AgGe spawning as the Zerg, blue Zerg, in the bottom left. This means that AgGe is going to be scouting first, but that also means that LMaster might potentially find out about it by sending a probe to the third, cut down on the mineral losses that he might have from sending 2 probes out to scout. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, LMaster is up 1-0 right now. Sorry, I forgot. I don't have like an overlay thing. I should definitely look into that though. LMaster, let's see where his pylon placement is going to be this time. Is he going to do that back pylon placement again, or is he going to go for the more standard? Alright, he's going for the more standard. Definitely probably the optimal place to place that here. Although I think maybe it's supposed to be 1 more up, although I forge gate. No, that's fine. It should be fine. Alright. And we are going to be scouting first, and we are going to be scouting here, but it's going to be a little early. He needs to go all the way down here. Let's see if he sees it. Oh, slick with it. Okay. I like it. So yeah, no second No second probe scout could be sent out. AgGe is going to respond with a overpool. Yeah, loser plays Zerg. Abstract Daddy. And the scout's going to see the overpool. Whoa! Hello! What the whoa! Okay. This explains a lot. Explains a lot about his pylon placement, that is. It definitely, he's still going for that same, position. I don't agree with it. I mean, I feel like a Ling run by would just be so brutal to hold with such a wide gap on top of it, but LMaster, I mean, he does play so much Zerg now, so he has been off for a little bit, been busy with real life stuffs. Looks like is it gonna be 2 Lings again? Probe does stick around. He's gonna see 1 egg, 2 eggs, so yeah, that's most likely 2 Lings again. Meanwhile, second hatch is here. Are we posturing for a third hatch at all? No, it's gonna be a drone scout. Where's this drone going? Is he gonna proxy hatch? Is that possible? No, I don't think so. 1 cannon coming up out in the middle of the open. Oh, what are we doing here? Is this gonna be proxy hatchery? Please be proxy hatchery. Or is it gas steal? Okay, that would be interesting. Gas steal? Commit to something, my guy. Oh, it's gonna be proxy hatchery. Are you... Proxy hatchery against... Oh, God. Let's go. Proxy hatchery against Protoss can work, but I think the fact that he by nature sees you walking past his thing is gonna make it a little difficult. We are gonna be probably seeing a lot more Zerglings coming up. Lucky new build? No, this is definitely the Faust build. Faust does this at least once in like every tournament, I feel like. EJ, so yeah, as I was saying earlier, it definitely does favor the four base turtle style Zerg play, but I feel like that makes it even harder for Protoss. I mean, Protoss has to hold 2 disparate mains or really kind of in the middle third. So I do feel like Zerg might be slightly advantaged here, even if they are a little shoehorned into what kind of style they can play. But the shoehorn apparently doesn't fit AgGe's big ass boots, because going for this proxy 3 hatch, I mean, LMaster hasn't really scattered it. Do you think he just automatically knows, or do you think he just ignored it and thought that the drone died? Or because I haven't seen him looking for it, so this could be potentially bad. LMaster is doing a good job of keeping his probe alive, though. He does see that probably Lings are coming out. We should be seeing a lot more Lings, honestly, I think. First Zealot is out. Still 1 cannon. Oh, it's a staple. I think every Zerg might think that Proxy Hatchery is their staple build, honestly. But yeah, the Hatchery comes up and the Lings are going to be making now, and LMaster is suddenly in a lot of trouble. He has no pylon here to start making a cannon defensively. He is going to see this now, though. He's going to be slightly miffed about that. Probe is going to go down now because there's no more point in scouting. We already see all the cards on the table, and the Zealots are going to go back in. We want to see another cannon, maybe a Cybernetics Core here or something. I don't know. Actually, I don't think Cybernetics Core, would it reach? Maybe. This is what I think. If AgGe recognized that the walls from LMaster have been a little suboptimal, oh my God, this cannon placement though, forced by this pylon, this is going to be unfortunate. But 2 Lings at a time is not going to do it, my guy. We definitely need more cannons here. We need another pylon here. We need something to wall with. Going in before speed. Is he going to run past? He's going to kill the cannon. I think this is going to bust. Even with 2 Zealots here, even with probes here, at the very least is going to kill the cannons, make it easier for follow-up Lings to get in. Zergling is now going to run around. Oh, no, 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 no. Go in the main. Go in the main, my guy. No. Oh, but there's a sunken here? Oh, God. Another cannon. No, not the pylon. Why the pylon? No. Yes, the cannon. A little bit. All right, just run in now, though. Just run in now. Is it just me, or is it harder to tell when Lings have speed when you're playing on HD? Because they look faster, but I don't know. They don't look as much faster. But actually, if this Forge goes down, this could be good for him. LMaster forced to... Oh, wow, the cannon did go down. Nice. This explains why there's been a little bit of misattention here. Taking down the Forge is going to be actually big, because that means no more follow-up cannons. But AgGe is completely committed to this now. 1 Zealot goes down. 1 is really low. LMaster has no tech. He's pulling like all his probes in the natural. Oh my god, and in here we're targeting the Nexus. Probes are being pulled. I would definitely like to see more probe kills. Okay, nice pull back here. He's switching his attention back and forth pretty nicely. Yes, good. And back home, it's still going to be pure Lings. Yes, okay. LMaster still mining gas. Not sure if that's a good idea. I mean, he has 700 in the bank with no Cybernetics core, but it's just going to be coming down to an execution test at this point. Will LMaster hold this natural? He's trying really hard. He's pulled so much stuff here to hold. Definitely needs to replace the Forge and stuff, but he's so low on money. Aggie, meanwhile, 600 minerals. I feel like he could be sunken pushing here. Sunken pushing might be the answer. Ooh, if this Nexus goes down, though, it's actually kind of be a little bit dangerous, a little bit close. Ooh, targeting the... Oh, I think he got it. Yes, very nice. Okay, so now LMaster is in a definite pickle. Main is lost, which is not unwinnable, but generally you want to have some tech out in the way. And now the cannon's gone, and the proxy hatchery, has it worked? We do have 4 Zealots out, which is becoming a scarier number for the Zerg to deal with, especially considering there's no defense at home, but Speedlings are just so good. Backup Forge has been made. I wonder if Aggie should sunken push going down. I mean, like, you can't sunken push, but at least sunken contain so that Protoss can't retake it. And then, oh, you could actually play sunkens and then a hatchery here, make it a triple proxy hatch. That would be some shit. Are we going for the Nexus again? Yeah, the cannon's out of place. Why not? Oh, actually, whoa, that's insane range. Go for the cannon, my guy. This one's well placed, actually. I mean, it looks like only 3 Lings can actually ever attack this one, but it is still going to go down. These Lings are attacking, and ooh, LMaster's in such a pickle. 5 Zealots out. If you're LMaster, do you just counter all in? Do you just send all your Zealots and probes here? Because I think that's what I would do. I would just say, forget this. I'm killing this guy. He has enough, I think. Oh, but the main, though. Ooh, I mean, yes, okay. Alright, so even if he does kill all this stuff here, he still has this situation going on. So, maybe not the best call by me if I did that. I would still do it anyway because I'm stupid, but... LMaster, desperate trying... He has no pylon in the natural now. Well, I guess this is his main now. Oh my god, the pylon denial. The Zealots around. Nice play by Aggie. And back to the Nexus. We're getting into the main health now, boys. And girls. Oh my god, so many more Lings coming in. Where'd these probes come from? The gateway is going to go down. Oh my god, coming back from the top to go to the Nexus. No, actually he's going for the probe line. Probe's doing a great job of making really controlling the pace of that battle really well there. The probes, they just kind of walled off the Zealots. Very nicely done there by LMaster. But it feels like just the tide is rising, and there's not much that LMaster can humanly do to stop it. I mean, the amount of Lings that is coming at him is higher and higher. There's now another hatchery in the natural. Still no more follow-up tech. Still not really pushing with this. But I don't think it's going to matter. This Nexus, I mean, props to Aggie for he won game 2 and he did it in a really interesting way. And this Nexus, 81 health, I think he should go for it. We can't let LMaster GG before the Nexus goes down. That would just be not proper. And LMaster is holding on. Maybe he thinks this is more all in than it actually. I mean, this is still pretty all in. Don't get it twisted. But Zealots are going down. There's not going to be a gateway to resupply them. Zerglings are dying though. Oh, let's go. Oh, nice mineral walk using the gas there, but the Zerglings still get in anyway. And the Nexus is down. Wow, GG. Whoa, LMaster out. I thought he was about to single G it. Oh, jeez. Alright. So, 1-1. 1 for Aggie. 1 for Infarction. So now, LMaster is going to be the one playing Zerg. And Aggie's going to be playing Protoss. So let's see how it is going to be in the opposite way. 1 million Lings at least. Yeah, the micro was actually not that bad in some situations, but I feel like he would commit to an option that was suboptimal and then go micro somewhere else and then come back and all his Lings are gone. But LMaster, I mean, he didn't have the greatest hold either. Not recognizing the third hatch was in his main was kind of a mistake. Not recognizing that the pylon next to the Nexus would have helped a lot to place the cannon in the middle line of the main base, not out exposed like that, which would allow it to get surrounded. Absolute lack of tech despite 700 gas, so on and so forth. And it looks like we're going back to FS. Alright, so Aggie is Protoss. LMaster is Zerg. Let's see if the tables turn a little bit here. Let's see how Aggie's PVZ is. I feel like he can't have a worse wall than LMaster. Sorry, I have to roast slightly, a little bit. LMaster always says that he doesn't mind people roasting him or trolling him, so it's gonna be a. I'm gonna take that liberty once in a while. Now, LMaster spawning at the top left as the blue Zerg, and Aggie spawning in the top right as the purple Terran. I forgot. One thing that's cool about Remaster is this zoom thing. I should have done that more. Create that doom zoom, as they call it. Now let's see what LMaster is gonna opt with. If I was LMaster, I would cheese back for what just happened to me. He's not doing the larva trick. I heard that it's not that effective, but I feel like it might be better than nothing. 1 second. Did I say Terran? Oh my god. Alright, purple Protoss. Blue Zerg. I love how the chat is silent until the caster makes a mistake, and then obviously it's going to be Strom that comes in and calls you out on it. This is my life now. And Aggie, I think, this is definitely, I don't think this is the optimal placement, but this is not a bad one. The optimal one, I believe, is something like over here, Gateway Forge, to make it a 1 tight. This one's going to be Gateway Forge? No, Gateway Forge, I think. So, it is going to be 12 something. I'm going to suspect that it's going to be 12 hatch. Aggie is going to scout the wrong way. Oh, it's actually forward gate. I think this gate is on the wrong side. I'm pretty sure gate's supposed to be on. Actually, I'm not. I can't. I shouldn't say that because I'm not 100% sure. I always forget that one. No, it's right because Forge is here, so that means Gateway's here. So yeah, this is fine. It is gonna be 12 hatch. He is gonna be sending a drone. Yeah, he changed his mind. He's going for the 3rd this time. I wonder if I can. Nope, I can't. Okay. Gateway first, and LMaster is gonna see it right away. And Gateway first, it's not bad against 2 hatch. It's definitely going to come down to the control. Aggie, if we look at some of the higher ranked players, what they do is they have like 1 zealot in each of Zerg's bases. And what is this drone doing actually? Like, he changed his mind entirely. I feel like he's going to go for a close 3rd in response to the Gateway first, just so he doesn't have to travel a long distance. Or is he going to try some proxy shenanigans of his own? Because that might be the look right now. Is it going to be Nexus? No, it's not going to be Nexus. Is it going to be Nexus? What? Oh yeah, he knows 12 hatch, so that makes sense. Good call by Aggie. Let's see if this probe gets a kill. Or maybe gets murked. Nope, it's good. What is this drone doing? Hello? Oh shit. This is a brave drone. Look at this. Look at this. Gate on the right is correct. Thanks, Tim. And Don Ursa for that as well. Yeah, Strom, there is a 1-hole wall there. Forge on top of Gateway. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's see the harass. 1 drone. The drill is good. The drone is... Wow, the drone dies in transit. Almost. This drone's a little bit low too. Another drone dies. This is already paid off for Aggie here. No more zealots coming out though. I'm kind of... I'm not sure about that. I would have just kept sending them, I think. 1 by 1, split them up, send 1 to each base, so on and so forth. And we did take the 3rd, the near 3rd, but it definitely felt super late. Like, first he was going towards this, then he was kind of going towards the main a little bit, and then he just ended up here. So I'm not really sure what to make of it. Maybe a little bit of indecision from LMaster. But overall, this wall is definitely nicer. I definitely think that this probe might be overkill at this point. You don't really need it when you have 3 zealots blocking here, but you know, I feel like any Protoss who's ever been Zergling busted might empathize with this decision. It's actually going to hurt him a little bit, I think, because that zealot was on its own. If he just pulled all 3 of these units back, he would have had a 2-person wall here. Does the cannon reach? Very nice cannon placement here. Is that me in my profile picture? Yes, it is, actually. I'm just kidding. I can't troll that hard. It's the pro gamer Bisu. He's in the military right now. He's a Protoss main, played in the 2000s. Kind of revolutionized the way that we play PvZ. Definitely check it out. BISU. Now, in the main, we do have the Cybernetics core coming up at an acceptable timing. Should be seeing a second gas coming up soon for Aggie? Maybe right now, possibly. Yeah, no, pylons are more important. I'm not sure about 2 pylons, but we are going to see the gas, maybe? No? Okay. 3 hatch, 4 hatch, 5 hatch before gas for LMaster. This is his favorite build, so it is quite scary. I think it was popularized in the foreign scene by LRM No One back in the day. Not sure if that's entirely accurate or not, but he's definitely the person that I've seen doing it the most, and I believe he wrote a guide on it. If you guys want to look it up, I'm pretty sure you can find the page on Liquipedia as well. And Aggie, in response to this, I'm not sure how he's. Maybe he just this is a soul read, but he's going no Stargate. Two additional gateways. Gonna be pure zealot legs and stuff, and Templar. So this is actually, I would say this is a good response to the 5 hatch Hydra style. Sarah can be useful because there's no Hydra for a while. I mean, a 5 hatch before gas. There's no anti-air for a while, so Sarah early on could have been useful, but it seems like it's not gonna be a prerogative here for Aggie. He's gonna be going for the aggressive plays. Now this Hydra den, I'm not quite certain about. I feel like it would have been made more sense to select the drone with the larva, press S, make them migrate this way, and then put the Hydra den here. But whoa, already a Zealot attack coming straight for the Hydra den, but never mind, we're going straight into the middle line. And LMaster is so ill-prepared for this. He's had vision for so long. Okay, nice. All right, nice save there. Nice split from Aggie as well, 2 and 2. He's going to leave 1 here. Zerglings are now on the way. Is he losing an Overlord here? Okay, yes he is. Okay, just wanted to double check. Alright, let's see. Drones versus Zealots, generally not a very fair fight. He's losing a lot of them. The Zerglings are slow to get there. Late gas means that there's no speed, there's no Hydras, there's no tech of any sort. I feel like he really needed to recognize the gateway count and be aware of the fact that the Zealots are moving out. Leave the Overlord maybe in the natural to find out. But that is going to get cleaned up. Hydralisks are now finally out. And did that do enough damage for 4 Zealots? I think so. I mean, plenty of drones died. Plenty of Zerglings were forced. Lots of lost mining time. Lots of transfer time. But it did cut into what his mid-game control army is going to be like. He's definitely not going to be scary for a little while. LMaster is going to be able to breathe easy. Maybe replenish some of that drone count as we see him doing now. Looks like he's going to be waiting for his first upgrade before he starts maybe peppering the Protoss base. Let's see. Going up to 4 gateways, Stargate. And we're getting a Spire. Oh, the probe is still alive. Maybe that's how he knew. He just came in and poked and watched real quick. This is really cute from Aggie, keeping that probe there. LMaster definitely not keeping track of it. Just by looking at what LMaster has right now, I definitely think that slowed him down quite a bit. And we're seeing the speed law out now. Does he have +1? No, not yet. Should be finishing up shortly, I imagine. It's already 8 minutes 15. So this is obviously not the 7:30 time, but you could still get the +1 at around the same time. I'm kind of surprised that it's not. Definitely see a perfectly timed Hydralisk round of Hydralisks here. Zerglings do get a little trapped. Sunken all the way back here is actually, I kind of like this move because the only things that you can hurt are going to be within range of this Sunken. And let's see if Aggie decides to push in with this. I don't agree with just standing here. Definitely not. It just kind of, I don't know, it's not going to do anything. Oh, but if he's, ooh, okay, Trick sees, but LMaster's not going to fall for it. So many Overlords here, so many Hydralisks here. Overlord is here as well. It's not going to be a problem for LMaster to hold this. And now he's in full Hydra pump mode. He's going to have so many units coming out. 1 Dragoon, 1 Zealot, and 2 DTs really don't think is going to do much. Are the T's going to try to go back? Yes, they are. There is an Overlord there, though. Oh, but, okay, very cute. Well, not cute, smart from LMaster. He's bringing the Overlord back to this ramp, knowing that the DTs might go back. But the DTs do like a pump fake. they leave. They're like, all right, I'm not messing with it. As do the Zealots. They don't want any piece of it. Now they're at +1. They're going up to +2. Going up to 6 gateways total. Making a nice fatty line like this. Proxy Nexus, let's go. Yeah, this would be the spot. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be the spot. We got a second Forge on the way, so there's gonna be like heavy ups. Protoss ground army only. I would like to see at least a Spire from LMaster just to like scare him into making some cannons or something, or making Archons and then going Mass Hydra. With the probe here, he knows that there's no Spire, I think. Although on the other hand, it could be in the natural, could be in the third base. I mean, you could just throw down the Spire. Like, if you think about it, just the building investment alone is not that much, I think. But maybe I think part of the problem is that I'm not good at Zerg, so like I think that Zerg can get away with just about anything, because that's what it feels like when I lose to them. So maybe I'm talking out my ass there. You're gonna have to forgive me if that's true. Now, Elmaster is moving out. So is AgGe. AgGe's thinking about taking a third. AgGe has only pure Zealot though, and this is a metric fuck ton of Hydras at this point. Only 2 Templar, both have 1 Storm each. This should be enough to hold the bridge, I think, if it comes down to a good engage. Yes, I like the fact that he pulled back. Zealots are a little bit too far ahead of the Hydra, though. Hydra are being pulled back now. Nice storms, but ooh, Elmaster with the pullback, very slick with it. Let's see another storm, maybe. No, we're at 66, 67. Ooh, this can be rough for AgGe. AgGe's macro falling apart. Dragoons, a little bit. I mean, I feel like he anticipated to hold on to his Zealot counts, which makes sense for the Dragoon pick, but now they're going to be horribly mismatched against these Hydras, and I think there's enough Hydras to almost basically take this, or at least do enough damage while the reinforcements come in. Elmaster has been macroing behind this, it seems like. Nope. Yeah, I totally misjudged that. Hydras are not as OP as I thought. Dragoon's a good unit, Cannon's a good unit, and the third base still coming up from AgGe. I feel like he needs more gates. He needs like 2 more gates to hold this kind of pressure. I mean, it's not his early army retention was good, but besides the first 4 Zealots, but like now that his army is so low, he needs more gates, not another base, to try to contest this amount of macro from Elmaster. And let's see if Elmaster's transitioning at all. Do we see an Evo at all, or like a nope, no Evo, no nothing. I would have liked to see Elmaster start playing for the future now, like maybe take a 4th base, maybe. Oh, this is not gonna work out. We still don't have any Templar. Panic Zealots were made and no Templar are out. The Zergling should know about this expo. Let's see this engage. And it actually does look like Elmaster overcommitted here to bust those cannons and dragoons. Like his army count is like petered out a little bit, and AgGe has more than I thought. Spire is 200 strong. I really like this from AgGe, by the way. These 2 patrolling DTs, they're really doing a great job of preventing Elmaster from taking a 4th base. And if AgGe holds on until he gets this 4th base, he would be in a decent position. We do have a storm now. Templar out, but no storm, go back. Sometimes, oh god, yeah, that's, you asked, oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about, AgGe, pull it back. Sometimes you gotta pull out it just at the right time. Alright, Elmaster, I mean, I don't think that these attacks with just 12 Hydras at a time are working. He needs to wait until he masses up more. Storm is ready. Nice storm from AgGe. That's going to hit all the Hydras. And now Elmaster really has to start thinking about what he's going to do next, because this attack is over. He is macroing, but this attack is over. He needs to pull back and start thinking about a 4th base that he can't take because DTs are coming. And AgGe, in the meantime, secures a 3rd base. So now I guess the play for him is to take that, to add those gateways now, possibly get a robo. I doubt Elmaster has even Lurker upgrade, to be honest with you. He's only now adding the 6 hatchery, by the way. Still no Evo chamber. Elmaster's still kind of trying to make things happen with these Hydras, and it is hurting AgGe, but like AgGe's snowballing army way better than Elmaster is right now, so I'm a little bit worried for him. The supplies are kind of telling in this situation. Not entirely unseen in even PVZs, but ooh, alright, with these 5 Templar, if Elmaster holds back, I mean, if AgGe has like another 30 seconds to breathe, he will be feeling like he's in a really good spot. Not even 30 seconds, like 20 seconds. Definitely want to see more gateways, though. We do see a robo. Probe transfer just now. Probe transfer, yes. I love that they always go this way too. It's like, hey, want to see that spot where we got stuck for a minute last time? Yo, that was great times, guys. Let's do it again next time we transfer somewhere. Yes. So, can Aggie fit a gateway here and have it fit? See, I'm very critical of Protoss architecture, and I feel like he can only really add 2 gateways, because if he puts another gateway here, I think the Dragoons might get trapped, but I'm not 100% sure on that. That's why I like to place pylon here, and then the gateways go like this, and then you can actually fit them like this. And also, this is, I would be annoyed to macro from it like this, and then here, and then here, and then all here. Anyway, LMaster looks like he's going to be trying to poke up again. LMaster is going to be trying to secure a 4th base, sending the Overlords on the Hydra. He probably already lost something to DT. Yep, DT already has 1 drone kill. Running into snipe some Templar, he got 1 in exchange for 6 Hydralisks. Not a bad trade. But there are still 4 Templar out here, and Aggie looks to be in a decent spot, to be honest with you. LMaster is catching up in terms of production and stuff, though. Wait, what? 2-1. Okay, this 2-1 DT just killed 3 Hydras. Alright. Everything I know about the game is wrong. 14-minute robo, perfect timing. I mean, Sugo, you have to give credit where credit is due. Given oh shit. Oh. Oh. No. 1 Templar left, so close to death. Okay. Okay. That was a throw. That was a throw of epic proportions. Ooh, these zealots, I really like this. Gonna deny the 4th base. Yeah, anyway, Shugo, as I was saying, the timing for the robo is actually perfect, considering we have like nth minute lurkers, which is n being not yet. We're at not yet timing. And these 2 Hydras are not gonna do this. I mean, he keeps hemorrhaging little units little by little. I mean, the Templar kill was worth it. We do have a shuttle out. I really like this move. I love it when Protoss goes for shuttle before Observer for harassment purposes, but he doesn't really have enough Templar to harass with. I feel like his best option would be like a DT or Zealot drop at this point, if he had them. And that is actually a lot of Dragoon, too. This is really Dragoon heavy for lack of Lurker. And Aggie still being annoying here, doing a great job of keeping LMaster off of his 4 bases. You can tell, actually LMaster saturation is actually quite decent. I feel like, but wow, just look at the supplies now. 3 base Protoss versus 3 base Zerg. This is what you have to fear. And wow, this is really just not a lot. I mean, he's been hemorrhaging units here. His army split up, and I feel like this is gonna do it. I really feel like this is gonna do it. Oh my God! Even this 4th is gonna get denied. Great play from Aggie to be denying all those bases all the time. Still no lurker. Wouldn't even matter because there's obs on the way. I think Aggie was just waiting for this obs to move out, and he's gonna just find out that LMaster has like nothing. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, Mr. Sis, this is Fighting Spirit. It's a much more modern map than Lost Temple. Lost Temple went out of favor probably around 2006 or so when Python was released. I think it might have been 2006 or 2007. Although there were other maps at the time too, like Luna, which were more popular as well, I believe. Luna, I believe, came out in 2003. Ooh, we do see lurkers now, but I think it's too little too late. If he had these earlier as in defense from right now, wow, what a oh my God, he burrowed right where the storm was. Wow, Jesus. Wow, okay. So Aggie is now up 2-1, having won with the Protoss. He has broken the cycle of Protoss losing. Wait, is that true? Yeah, is that true? So yes, okay. Aggie was Zerg first and LMaster lost. No, LMaster won. Wait, what? No. I'm straight. I'm going crazy. LMaster 2-1. I'm sorry. Strom, don't yell at me. Do not yell at me. What you doing? I don't know, fam. That's why I always need a co-caster to just keep me in check. My working memory is close to 0. I need to pee 1 sec. I need water. What, Strom, you want to co-cast? You want to hop into it? You want to hop in this? See if you get anything wrong? I'll make sure to be absolutely savage if you do. Alright, hold up. Let me hop into this. Alright. Alright. So, LMaster dropped. Hopefully he's coming back. D&D, I'm a bad streamer. Bad caster. Feels bad, man. Where is the infarction? So what's up, Strom? Are you dodging? I'm waiting for you. I'm in obs too. I'm gonna sub in for him real quick. Alright, let's go. I mean, I'm calling your bluff, Strom. Just saying. Ooh, nice dodge, Strom. Nice dodge, Strom. Okay. All right. So going into game four, Aggie is up 2-1, and it is gonna be circuit breakers. In the top right, we have Aggie as the teal Protoss. Oh, bottom right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bottom right, teal Protoss. Bottom left, white Zerg. Okay. So what's interesting about this map, in case you guys don't know, is that you can scout with your probe, and after you place the pylon here, you go all the way here, and he will be able to see LMaster's Overlord, and LMaster will naturally assume that Protoss must be here, or at least should assume. I'm not sure how far advanced the meta knowledge from both players are, or like what the meta looks like now, because I talked about this with Tai 2, I believe. He was saying that like some Zergs now, they just do horizontal scout. Ooh, looks like Elmaster's doing bridge scout. I like this. Or maybe he's like slowing his overlord down a little bit intentionally. Aggie is going to be actually checking his own first. Or no, he's not going to check at all. He's just going to go. He's going to skip the whole meta. He's just going to go scout the naturals. I can't Strom dodge. Uh, nice. Alright, so let's see if Aggie's going to go for Gateway or Forge this time. Aggie is going to last scout. I feel like both players are going to last scout. It's going to be Forge this time. Tim, since you're in the chat, maybe you could help me out with this. What, excuse me, what's the logic behind, because sometimes I see people place, oh my god, excuse me, Forge like this, like using the right side of the pylon in this case as the walling thing, and then the gateway to using the same line. And sometimes I see them using the left line. Can you explain like the nuances of that to me? Because I feel like it feels to me like it's kind of just arbitrary. I'm sure there's perks to one over the other against Hydra and or Ling, but I can't conceptually understand it. And yeah, Tim, if you want to hop into cast, that would be appreciated as well. Running with a little bit of a sore throat here, uh, but no big deal. You know, just sacrificing health and body for Brood War, the way it's supposed to be. Oh my god, this is cute. I like this. Oh, this is cute. Last scout, so he forces the second cannon, but it's going to be cancelled anyway, I have to suspect. There are two probes here now, though, and he is kind of worried about this. It didn't actually do anything, if you think about it. It didn't even get to the main health. Which, actually, I'm kind of... I don't know how that works. I thought that it would do damage to both. I guess I was wrong. Nice cancel. Gonna go straight into gateway. Yes, very nice. Okay, this is definitely not right, though. I feel like, because like there's like this little spot here. Uh, I see. All right. Thank you, Tim, for the informative knowledge. So basically, what he's saying is that the positioning that Aggie's using here, obviously a little bit messed up, but is can keep you safer against Hydralisks, whereas this one is when you have a lot less room on the map. So let's say this area is smaller. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Tim. Meanwhile, LMaster, let's actually talk about the game now, all right? So LMaster is taking his near third. Imagine we're going to be seeing a lot more of the same that we've seen from him before, which is that very standard macro-oriented 3-hatch, 5-hatch, like no gas Hydra play. Aggie, in the meantime, I feel like this cannon's almost too far back. I feel like that this doesn't protect you from anything. This is definitely more than 4 range. So Hydras can kill the whole wall without taking a single shot. And I mean, they can't kill the cannon, but the cannon can't do anything about them either. So maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, sweet. Tim's hopping into cast. Nice. Nice. Okay. Because I definitely need help with PVZ. I'm pretty fucking stupid about it. So, we do see the Cyber Core. It's around 90%. We should be seeing the gas coming up soon for Aggie here. But generally, I believe you're supposed to build it if you're going for the 730 timing, or even for almost any tech, I feel like. Except maybe like 2-3 gate speed, maybe? Nope, we're going Stargate, so we definitely should have seen a second gas by now, I feel like. Probe is scouting quite well, though. It is going to be 4 hatcheries, and I'm going to presume that a 5th hatchery is here, and it's definitely late. Look at his money, 600 minerals. Definitely, definitely a bit of a mistake here. Maybe it's going to be, maybe he's going to... Cock block. 3 hatcheries? We should see 3 hatcheries, shouldn't we? Maybe a third one right here, right? Well, 3 hatcheries like for this base, right? Because look at his money. He has 300. It's perfect. Who supply blocked themselves? Did LMaster lose an overlord or something? Strong, if you're gonna backseat cast, you have to be more specific, alright? You're gonna have to help me out a little bit more than that. I only got 2 sets of eyes and 1 screen. Ah, money's high because he supply blocked himself. Alright, thank you, Strom. I take back everything I said about you behind your back. Just kidding. Not really. Maybe. So we do have a creep colony coming up. 3 zealots out on the way. Definitely a little under Zerglings, I think, but it's probably because he was supply blocked. 4 Zerglings is not enough to hold 3 zealots, and this is a move out that I actually really like from doing as Protoss. It forces early Zerglings to punish them if they didn't. Might force a sunken somewhere, but these Zerglings should be out in time. Honestly, I just wouldn't commit with it though, Wes. When I'm this far in, I feel like at this point, and I just go back home. Yes, no, go back home. Go back home to your peoples. Because it does look like this is supposed to be like 730, but he doesn't have a second gateway. Just a little bit off, feels like. Yeah, these zealots are not going to achieve much now. See, like, the problem is if you lose these zealots, then you're definitely not in that great of a spot, especially if you don't do any real damage. He could have done pretty much the same amount of damage if he just sent the zealots and then went back home. But now he's going to lose 1. These 2 are really low. Sear's not going to do much. Lose 2 and lose 3. So yeah, now LMaster, I have to say, is quite ahead. I mean, just looking at the supplies, you can tell. Still no second gateway. Oh, but we're going triple gateway to follow up. Also, Babo deserves it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm a nice guy. I do everything. Don't take the mineral only, said Jayun. Thank you for that information. In these, oh yeah, because the nearest to the Protoss, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure if Aggie knew where he was when he. I mean, LMaster knew where he was when he took the third. Might make sense, but where would you take it then? Would you take this low ground then? Would you take the natural? I guess it's the low ground. Yeah, 9 o'clock makes sense. And there's gonna be a lot of Hydras coming soon. 6-hatch Hydra. Only 3 zealots. See, like, this is the kind of situation I'm talking about, where, like, if you waste your first 3 zealots, your build is a little bit off. You see, like, we're just now getting Templar Archives, which I feel like is pretty late like Temple Archive just finished rather. And LMaster's gonna have a lot of Hydralisks. Honestly, I feel like he could do some damage like right now with this. Let me see how many he has. I don't know if I selected all of them. I wish I could. Yeah, I'm not selecting all of them, but there's around like 10 here. Another like 12 here, 11 here. So, yeah, Aggie has reason to be fearful right now. But I mean, the hold was decent. I mean, the damage wasn't really there. It wasn't 730 timing, so it didn't do anything really. And Aggie is down in supply in PvZ, which is what you never want to be. DT's out. LMaster, I feel like he's really confidently taking this fourth base because he probably knows that those first three zealots held back Aggie a lot. And yeah, now we're gonna start seeing the Hydra stream. But now there's definitely enough to hold now with 4 cannons, enough zealots. I'm not sure if they have speed yet or not. We have a DT. I think this pro's trying to get out, scout, but he can't, or expand. Alright, so last game, LMaster definitely overcommitted to the Hydra pressure on the front. He did get a few nice pickoffs, but oh, he's gonna go for the cannon. Ooh, but if he gets this pylon, this could actually be dangerous because LMaster couldn't decide which way to go and ended up eating like the full brunt of that storm, and ouch. DT is out, but it gets sniped really quickly. And now I feel like Aggie feels good about this engagement now. Maybe he shouldn't. Templars doesn't have enough. Nice try from LMaster. LMaster definitely hurting these zealots quite a lot. Let's see the storm. Oh! Not the best storm. I feel like, ooh, he definitely hit his zealots just as badly as the Hydralisk. Now this is looking bad for Aggie. There is no pylon here to support this from behind. These cannons are going to go down. Templar are going to go down. Oh, nope, no Templar targeting. Both cannons dead. And not fighting in this choke is incredibly difficult against ranged units, namely Hydralisks. Sayre's going to go down. Dragoon's going to go down. Everything's going down. Another Sayre's going to go down, I think. And Aggie's just hemorrhaging right now. He's donezo. GG. Well played. Alright, we're gonna get Tim in on the cast. I'm going to grab a drink. So in the meantime, Tim, I'm gonna ask you to talk a little bit on stream. Wait, I should tell these guys. Okay. Oh, Tim needs 2 minutes. All right. Tim, you're ruining the cast. I don't know what that says, but it says I gotta go get a. I'm gonna think it's gonna say prostitute, or is it shit? Okay, I'm gonna hop into Ops 2. And Tim, when you have the chance, please hop into voice and talk to the people, and the people will comment in the stream about what your audio levels are like by default. Anyway, I'll be right back.
All right, hello everyone. I don't know if you can hear me because I don't have the stream open yet. Hold on a moment. All right, sounds good. All right, let me get on StarCraft. Okay. So what's the situation right now? We're waiting. Okay. Barely hear me because of Turbo's static mic. Yeah, it is quite staticky, isn't it? All right. I think I can raise my mic volume more. Otherwise, he's gonna have to do it when he gets back.
Need to change what before you start next game? Too creative.
Who knows?
Oh, okay. So sounds like Tim could be a little louder. All right, let me work on that. Okay, Tim, give me a 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 testing. How
Okay.
are we right now?
Well, I think it should be fine. If anything, I'll just fine tune it in the in game.
All right.
Great. Thanks for joining me. By the way, this is you guys know this is Tim. Tim, he's like probably the worst player in the LMaster Discord. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's true.
it's gonna be interesting to hear what newbie thoughts he has about the game. Anyway, so let's catch up on the series so far. It's 2-2 so far. Oh my god, it's so confusing. LMaster lost with Protoss, won with Protoss. No, Aggie won with What? Aggie was Zerg first
Yeah, AgGe lost game 1,
as Zerg. Okay.
won game 2 as Zerg,
Yes.
lost game 3. No, won game 3 as Protoss,
Yes.
lost game 4 as Protoss.
Yes. Okay. Good.
So
Uh.
it's 2-2 for Protoss and Zerg.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. This is exactly why I brought you here. Uh. So, Medusa. This was Aggie's pick. I like this pick in ZVP a lot. What do you think?
I think Medusa is a pretty good map for Zerg, but I mean, it's beyond that. It's just like a fucking map all around. It's really there's a lot of unconventional shit you can do on this map, and AgGe is pretty much the master of that kind of playstyle.
Yeah.
He loves doing unconventional things like
Proxy hatch.
2-hatch lurker,
Uh-huh.
like slow drop in the main, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And those kind of plays are good on this map
Absolutely.
because of this ridge and the temples you can break with lurkers.
And speaking of Aggie, he is going to be the blue Zerg at the 2:30 o'clock position.
And then we got up in the top left, LMaster as the red Protoss.
Oh.
So,
Go ahead.
as I was saying a bit, AgGe really his preferred playstyle is very like aggressive, kind of like cheesy off meta builds. But actually, he's recently been trying to reform his play to be more in line with the modern meta
Mm-hmm.
because he's kind of hit like a little bit of a wall
Mm-hmm.
where there's like players that are onto his shenanigans
The
just
cheese wall.
don't lose to it. Yeah. So he's trying to learn standard play as well, so he
I see.
can pull out the cheese as a surprise instead of having it be his go-to every game.
Makes sense. And speaking of standard, please note Elmaster's positioning for the first pylon and the gateway.
Yeah, this is looking like
A 2-gate. To me, it looks like a 2-gate.
probably
Yeah, it should be a
probably
2-gate.
2 gate, 10-12 gate. Yeah,
It wouldn't make sense to go 1-gate and then expand to like the 5 mineral patch natural.
no.
Absolutely not. But I feel like I mean, rush distance is, it's like it's still like normal. It's not like a short rush distance map, so I don't know if two gates really gonna be that favored here. The lack of a ramp doesn't really hurt Zerg at all. I feel like against two gate in this case, I think so. I don't know. It is gonna be overpool though, so which two gate is generally good against overpool. Well, not good, but
Yeah,
it's better.
it's yeah. They don't have a ton of larva to work with.
And denying this
If it's
natural hat. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no. As what you're about to say, I assume is about denying the hatchery is good for this because they'll have less larva since the hatch isn't done.
Also, no creep in the natural for like any
Yeah, no
emergence.
creeper or something.
Yep. So this is actually going to work out in Elmaster's favor. The only thing that working against him, I think, is the fact that the Overlord scattered in the right direction first. That's the only thing that's going to hurt.
He just threw down the hatch just in his choke. Yeah, that's an interesting choice.
That's a play.
I would have gone up and taken the mineral only behind on the cliff, but
Yeah, or something.
a hatch is a hatch.
Yeah. What would you say about taking it in your main, right next to your main hatch, so you can consolidate your defense as opposed to back there?
Well, that would help with the initial hold, but then what?
Yeah. But against two gate, there's sometimes there isn't a then what. You know, there's usually just
That's true, but
that.
this isn't like proxy 9-9 gate. This is
Yeah.
gate 2 gates on 10 and 12.
And he's
So
actually
it's a
getting
little more
gas.
common. Yeah, he's getting gas behind this.
This is interesting. He wasn't even aggressive with the three zealots. I feel like he just faked Aggie out really hard, and just now he's just gonna play defensive two gate style. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen this like this.
Well, I think the follow up would be either Reavers. It's still going to be a one base play. He's not. I doubt he's going to take a Nexus anytime soon.
Mm.
He's going to go for either Reavers or like two Stargates there or something like that.
Let's see. No gas mining from Aggie. He's just trying to get his eco back up. Yeah, throwing down the third hatch. I mean, this. I mean, it's not horrible. I feel like actually this kind of that where he placed this hatchery, like the fact that you could place the sunken, it kind of almost covers the natural hatchery, maybe.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but
It's definitely funny. I can tell you that much.
yeah,
It's definitely a funny choice. Um, you were talking about how offbeat choices on this map. One thing I've noticed, like historically speaking, I feel like Zergs often on this map they go for Muta because of the ridge behind the mineral line, kind of,
yeah,
and the fact that there's two mineral lines really close by air, and then they go into Guardian in the late game because I feel like somehow the layout of this map really favors Guardian play for some reason. It just seems like a really
yeah.
popular option on ladder for whatever reason. Can you like share your wisdom on that?
Well, I can share my wisdom that I banned this map as Protoss on ladder. That is probably a good choice.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But yeah, that makes sense because if you position the Guardians over this ridge, they're hard to get to with Dragoons or anything, and then you can like siege other gateways with it.
Ooh, I like this this walling pylon from
That
LMaster. I
that
think
pylon saved his ass.
really hard.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, without that pylon, there would be 12 wings in his main right now.
yeah, and he also got that like sixth zealot right on time. Like it just closed off the gap that
Hmm.
Aggie was looking to abuse. But Aggie, you know, he didn't overcommit to it, which I like. And it is gonna. It looks like it's gonna be one base DT, maybe like some 2004 stuff.
Corsair DT?
Yeah, like
Maybe just Corsair and legs. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think he can afford Corsair and DT on one base that
uh,
easily.
well, you know, Anytime did it to yellow and it worked. So I don't know
Hmm.
how he managed to do that, but I think
Well, because he took his gas at like 21, not at.
true.
This
Yeah,
wasn't off a one gate
yeah,
tech
yeah.
build. This
That
is
makes
two
sense.
gate.
That makes sense. And Elmaster's gonna take his backwards natural hatch, Nexus, backwards natural Nexus,
Mineral only.
mineral only. Yes, good words, Tim. Nice job, pro, procaster in the making. And I'm not. I feel like Elmaster, like I think he just messed up. I don't think he had a plan at this point. I'm starting to think like when he placed this pylon, he was probably like, "Oh crap, it's PVZ," or like, "Oh crap, I'm not gonna make it to my natural in time to wall off. I should just go one base." I don't know. It just I'm not seeing like a cohesive
Hmm.
idea behind this. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it might have been that. So he knows that Age has all these aggressive builds in mind. He's seen them. And if you go two gate, you're forcing your opponent to conform to the way that you are. Like you get to set the pace for the game.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense. And he actually does have legs already. And
Yeah,
there's only 2 Sunkens in the natural. I don't think he can. There's actually a lot of links too. I don't know if he can bust this. Not without +1, I don't think. He's just gonna be taking his
yeah.
natural.
Two Sunkens, and this one behind the Evo chamber is in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Aggie, he's already going up to his lair. And
I would say I wouldn't say already. This is a little late,
true.
to be honest. He could have gotten it quite a while ago.
And it looks like it's gonna be Lurker, which I think is a good answer to this 2 gate because a lot of Zealots were made in the early army, so early
Yeah,
Lurkers are gonna be the correct response to that. I think.
yeah. He's got a really nice wall going on here too.
I, do you think it might be a little too nice? I don't know if Hydralisk can even leave at any point here without going through the mineral line.
I think they can. Potentially above the Hydroden and
Oh,
potentially between the Hydroden and the Spore? I don't know.
wow. Even Lynx can't go
No.
between the Hydrogen
Lynx
and the
can't
Spore.
go.
They can't
Oh,
even go
never mind.
above it. Yeah,
Oh,
this.
fuck.
Oh, fuck is right.
I don't know that much about Zerg walling, to be honest.
No, me neither. I don't think anyone has ever walled this way before either. So it's not like I'm questioning your knowledge. I was just objectively speaking, 2 buildings tightly together. It feels like they shouldn't let stuff through.
Yeah, well.
I mean, we all know it's not true, but now we know for sure that. All right, so guys, a little bit of information in the chat. This is just like breaking news: development in StarCraft Brood War Meta. Evolution Chamber and Spore Colony are a tight wall vertically, and then Spore Colony and Hydralisk Den are a tight wall vertically. So now you guys know. So considering that there's lurkers, I think it's fair to say that Aggie should be looking for a temple play on this map.
Yeah, breaking down the back entrance.
Hmm.
Well, there's also a Spire, though. He's not mining his second gas yet, but he's got a Spire. Just finished.
I
I'm
wonder
not
if,
sure what that's about. I think,
yeah,
judging by gas count, I think he just made 2 Mutal. Maybe those were Scourge? I don't know.
I would guess Scourge. Because his Hydralisk Den timing was like perfect for a lurker upgrade, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure it finished right. Wait, no, yeah, it finished like right around the same time.
Gotcha.
So I would suspect that it
Yeah,
should be lurker.
makes sense.
But he's just making more Hydra and still no lurkers, so I'm not. And he definitely doesn't have gas for all these lurkers. So I'm just genuinely puzzled right now. I don't know. Robo's coming down for LMaster, so he's caught on to the fact that it's most likely lurker. He has a Dragoon behind the temple, verifying if lurkers are already shooting it down or not.
Yeah, that's good. Good that he's on top of that. So Elmaster's playing quite defensively right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he's in this defensive position, I think he could stand to take this mineral only a bit earlier in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
'Cause he's not anywhere close to at risk of being busted right now.
and on top of that, I mean, he's not adding gateways as if he's going for something mid-game like map control heavy either. So it's kind of like he's choosing
Yeah.
no option at all.
Yeah,
Well, now he's adding the gateways, so now they're definitely a little bit late. I think he could have had these 4
I
gateways
agree.
like a minute ago, or 2.
Uh-huh.
But it looks like he is going to be trying to wrest control from the middle of the map soon. And still no lurker, just Scourge. He has gone up to 5 hatch, so maybe it's just 5 hatch Hydra, just like
Hmm.
super delayed, and looks like he's going to be going for a 4th base as well. Question:
Yeah.
where's he going to take it? Yeah, probably this
I
near
would
base.
think it would be across this bridge. Yeah, down here.
On the other hand, I don't think that this base is particularly more easy to defend than the other natural, you know? Like it's just closer.
Well,
That's the
it's
only thing. Yeah.
yeah, closer, but closer matters, right?
Hmm.
Like, it's way closer than the other natural. The other natural's so far away.
But he has map control right now. I mean, he has. Yeah, I guess it's not very strong
Well,
map
I mean,
control.
does he have map control though? You like he has units on the map, and LMaster doesn't. But
Yeah.
the second LMaster moves out, he has more units. Like he has the stronger army.
Yeah, I guess it would make sense to take the other natural if you had Lurker, but he doesn't have Lurker. Like if you were just gonna go for turtle style, like Lurkers at both base.
If he had set up a like a lurker contain outside LMaster's base, then yeah, I'd support the other natural.
I think that should have been the play, honestly, considering the high amount of zealots. But looks like it's just gonna be really standard Zergling Hydra stuff. And Elmaster still no +2, only +1.
I'm shocked that LMaster has still not taken this back base.
I mean, he is spending his money now. Now that he has, what is this, 8 gates?
He's had 400 minerals for most of this time.
Well, yeah, but when you're macroing off of 8 gates, it's kind of not unnormal. But wow, yeah, this army is gonna get absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm saying like a two base play makes a ton of sense on most maps, but on this map, this third base is free. There's nothing stopping you from taking it.
He's gonna be. Is this probe scout? This probe is probably just scouting, but if he just takes the other natural, that'd be dope. Like instead of taking the mineral
That would
only,
be endlessly confusing.
well, why take the mineral only when you can take a third gas, my guy, and prevent Zerg from going up to 2 mains? That's how you win. That's the plays right there, Tim. You're just not advanced enough yet to figure it out. But
Gotcha.
I'm really not
We have a
understanding.
nice surround going on here from AgGe. He's coming up behind with Hydralis. A decent
Ooh.
storm dodge on the first storm. Second storm, not so much. The third and fourth storm, oh my
Oh
god.
my god, dude.
That started off well for AgGe and then went downhill quickly with the storms.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
That was absurd.
These Sunkens are in really good positions right now, though. So,
Oh,
I mean, I think with the reinforcing units popping out, he might be able to hold.
oh, but the zealot train is coming in from. Oh wow, that storm. That was a Konitsa storm. They've been mythicized about for millennia when you storm your own dragoons, but now I see it in real life, and that
Yeah,
actually hurt a lot. that
Reinforcements coming from AgGe are barely holding. And this Sunken's doing work. He's been shooting nonstop for like a minute and a half now.
did you just assume that Sunken's gender, my guy?
Yeah, true. Shouldn't have done that. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
2019. Unacceptable.
And yeah, it looks like Aggie's barely not gonna be able to hold this, honestly, because I feel like if he held this, he would be in a decent position. Elmaster's third is like super duper late. Aggie has a fourth. I feel like he
it
just
was
barely
really,
missed
those
it.
storms. Those storms were pretty well placed, and AgGe could not react fast enough to dodge all of them. Like he dodged the first one well, and then the rest just clobbered him.
I feel like part of the reason also was the fact that his wall was so tight. Like where could he have dodged to? Like his back was pressed up against his own wall there. I feel like.
Yeah, he probably wanted to start with his army a little bit farther forward, so he had the option of retreating.
Hmm. But yeah, this game it really just didn't make a lot of sense to me. I'll be 100% honest with you. I didn't understand either person's play. I'm just not advanced enough to. All right, well, GG. That puts LMaster up 3-2 against Aggie. And that means that Aggie's going to be Zerg again, and it's time for him to pick the map.
So this is they're just using all of the ladder maps. No
Yeah, I
vetoes?
think so. No vetoes, but they are allowing repeats.
Oh, they are allowing repeats. Okay.
Yeah, because Elmaster picked FS for a second time, I think.
Yeah, true.
And it doesn't. I don't think it makes sense to have vetoes when it's best of 7. Like maybe
Yeah.
you would get one veto and have one map repeated or something. But I don't know. Let me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Yes. Okay. And it's gonna be cross game for game two, which is an interesting choice. I think. I don't think this map is like particularly that great for Zerg against Protoss. What do you think?
Hmm. I think two-player maps in general can be a bit difficult for Zerg because it's
Exactly.
hard to take more bases than your opponent.
Yeah, and map split like almost always favors the Protoss or Terran
Yeah.
opponent.
Yeah, going into the late game against Protoss is kind of hard in two-player maps. But for the mid game, I think it's not bad at all for Zerg in the mid game because your natural is up a ramp, your third base is up a ramp, and then when you go out to take a fourth base, most people will take this mineral only that's out um, towards the center.
Hmm.
And then you can just pool all of your units in this well here, like by that base, and just throw down some sunkens, and it's
Hmm.
incredibly hard to push.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, I feel like a high ground natural also kind of makes any sort of Hydralisk aggression on the Protoss natural more difficult because they're gonna be shooting uphill at the cannons. So I feel like
Yeah,
Protoss is
that's
safer.
true. Well, actually, it depends on exactly how Protoss walls. They might feel safer, but the usual position for Protoss walls on this map is far enough back that the Hydras are never actually shooting uphill.
Hmm.
So it's kind of a false sense of security there for Hydra busts.
And speaking of naturals, it looks like LMaster is not going to have one for a while because he's again going for the one base play, and he is the yellowish Protoss on the top right.
Yeah, and bottom left is iRk the White Zerg.
Did you just assume his race?
I just
Twice?
assumed his color.
Yeah, twice. We don't say color in 2019, Tim. That's not appropriate. All right.
Oof, I'm pretty sure you just mentioned Protoss color, but you know.
No, no, no. See, you you can say what he is, but you can't say that it's his color. You can't use the word color. That's not right. Anyway, Hellmaster, 2 gate again, and he's going to be trying to deny this hatchery one more time. Let's see where Aggie's second hatchery placement is going to be on this map, where there's not even a mineral only available. Ooh, nice. Oh, what? Okay.
Wow,
Yeah, that was.
that was tight.
Yeah. I feel like this terrain makes it a little confusing too. It's kind of like an optical illusion, like with all the little holes and craters and stuff. Like I'd be, I don't know, it throws me off a little bit about where exactly the hatchery can fit. It seems like on a lot of other maps, there's like a really defining feature on it, like on the ground that you can use to judge where the hatchery would be.
Oh yeah, a lot of other maps like circuit breakers and such, they have a little outline for where the
Hmm.
actual patch goes.
Anyway, we're gonna be seeing 4 lanes out of this overpool. It's and Elmaster's actually just gonna be holding the reverse ramp, which I don't know about. I mean, he's ooh. Aggie now knows that finds out that it's only gonna be one base. He's not gonna be able to scout in. So I guess that's what that play is just to block the ramp so Aggie doesn't know if it's one base tech or 2 gate. But I feel like on this map,
Yeah,
like one gate tech would just be suicide, honestly.
you think?
Yeah, I mean it's really hard to push up the ramp. I mean you don't have you don't have enough units to do so. If Zerg just goes for like 2 hatch Hydra, for example, you could just barrel down the ramp. I feel like against one gate tech.
Hmm. Well, when would two hatch Hydra really kick in? Like, you wouldn't have Hydras to your opponent's base until about what 5 minutes or so.
Hmm.
If you're doing a one base tech build, probably the most common option would be Reavers, right? So those Reavers come out at like the first Reaver comes out before 6 minutes.
Yeah, but Reaver's shooting uphill though. It's not a good look. If the Hydras manage to get into the main, like before that time, if there's only like 1 or 2 zealots and like a dragoon or something, which is probably the most you can expect to have by the time you throw down your robotics, like I feel like the Hydras could be able to pressure you downhill. But hypotheticals aside, it looks like it's gonna be 2 gate expand actually, which I'm actually not against this. I think that this is a decent idea. He's gonna dep
Interesting that he's putting down the Nexus right inside of this drone without even trying to clear it first, though. I feel like that might like
expose.
part of the strength of what Elmaster's doing right now should be that because he has two gateways, Agi has to play a bit safe. Like
Hmm.
he has to make a ton of lings and put down the sunken. But now he sees this Nexus, so he knows there's not like a constant stream of zealots coming across.
Yeah, and I mean, he does have five Zealots already, which I think should be enough to hold. But once, and it looks like Aggie's actually gonna go for the all in here. He's continuing to pump Lings at this. He knows about the next, but he's gonna go Lings anyway. It's gonna come down to the micro here. Let's. How good is the wall gonna be? One Zealot's out in the open. He's gonna get through. Oh my God! And the wall doesn't close completely. The Forge is gonna get
He's going
focused.
what?
Eh, Run
He
in.
targeted the forge instead of the zealots.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that was about.
Maybe he thought it was a cannon. I don't know. Oh, he's running right into the middle line now.
That's
This looks dire.
how
Oh,
many
not.
lings? This 10, yeah, 10 lings in the main. Probe's going down real quick. Decent probe drilling from LMaster, could be a little bit better, but he lost. I want to say that was like 7 probes,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
his gas is stolen. You noticed that his
no,
gas is
I
stolen.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't notice that for a second. Jeez. Um, I when Aggie first ran in, he started targeting the Nexus, and that really screwed up the pathing for him when Elmaster first drilled. And like, if Aggie had approached like instead of running fully into the middle line and just picked off the stray probes on the side, I feel like he could have done even more damage. It could have been potentially game ending. But now Elmaster has a really sizable zealot force, and I'm starting to.
Unfortunately,
What?
though, he kept making lings.
Yeah.
He wasn't killing zealots. He was sacrificing zealots to kill economy, but
What?
then he wasn't
He
making
made it in.
drones himself.
He made it in again.
Yeah, that's surprising. I'm surprised that he got in with all 8 of these lings.
Yeah. This.
So this
Go ahead.
this might allow him to stay in the game, but
Uh.
if he
Oh.
wasn't able to get in again like this, and I mean even now that he has gotten in again like this, he only killed what 1, 2 probes. His
Yeah.
opponent's got 2 Nexus. Age has like 10 drones. It's not really that great for Zerg because now you have 9 zealots, 10 zealots out. 10 zealots is enough to just straight
1A.
up kill him right now. So
Yeah.
he can't. Like Zerg is down in all aspects right now. Like it doesn't have map control, doesn't have a bigger economy really.
Nope. It's there. He's
Doesn't have
ahead in
tech.
tech. He's ahead in tech. That's
So
the
he's
one thing he
studying
does.
layer. Yeah. Oh, true, because he stole the gas. He stole the gas.
Yeah, and he has Zergling speed also. Don't forget that's more tech than what Elmaster has achieved so far. But yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
guess with that gas steal, Elmaster's pretty much in the Stone Age.
yeah, straight up Protoss Stone Age. Um, I like this from Elmaster. Oh nope, never mind. I thought he was gonna go out to scout because I feel like that's the one thing that's holding Elmaster back right now is just the fear that there might be another Ling All In coming, and that's why he just letting his chance to win right
Yeah,
now slip away.
he never threw down any cannons, so he feels compelled to stick with all these zealots at home. But there was definitely a sizable window where just moving across the map would straight up kill Age, 100%.
Yeah, now that point is definitely over. I think we have two Sunkens in the natural.
Yeah,
The
and
Overlord's
the
keeping
drone
track.
count is finally decent enough that he can pump out some units.
I mean,
Looks
what?
like we're gonna see a Spire here.
Yeah, that would be the play. I think. I mean, with such late gas, no cyber. I mean, Cybernetics Core isn't even finished yet when when Spire starts. That's really not a good look for Protoss. And I mean, Zealots can't really kill you if you have Mutalisks. I mean, they can do damage, but you're gonna lose all your Zealots in exchange.
Uh huh.
That's what I often see happen when people go for like no Stargate builds. They are forced to sacrifice their Zealots by attacking a base in order to stall the Mutalisks and then put up cannons in their main base at the same time.
Yeah, I like this follow up from Age.
And Elmaster with the no scout, I'm really not liking it.
Yeah, at least send out a probe or one of these zealots. If you have no information against Zerg, they have so many options.
Hmm.
It's very hard to prepare against them all.
He is making cannons in the main, so
Yeah,
I mean in the middle line. Go ahead.
he's got cannons in both mineral lines, and he's building a Stargate. So I think he's expecting some kind of either like a lurker drop or Spire play.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, if I was Augie, I would honestly just send one of those two overlords inside Elmaster's main also. Like, he has no reason not to have scouting information himself.
I agree.
Someone saying that the only thing that can save yellow is mass scouts. Da, 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 but at the same time, I mean, look at Aggie's third base though. Like he has two Sunkens and Evolution Chambers that cost 3 drones to make, and he has only 1 drone mining. He has mined a total of 80 minerals from this third base, and it's like it was idle production for a while. So
Yeah. Oh my God. He's just spamming Sunkens. Like
wow.
Age is really counting on these Mutalisks to do huge damage.
And I don't think that's gonna happen. There is one cannon in the natural. I think the natural can go down to this. I don't think Dragoons are gonna be out in time. There's only gonna be one Sayer, so this is definitely not a bad position for Aggie. But his economy is like so weak behind this, though. Still to this moment.
Yeah, I think he's going a bit overkill on the Sunken. Um, but if there's a counterattack, he can pull back the Mutalisks, and they're faster than the Zealots, right? So they can
Yeah.
get home in time to defend.
And they can even do moving shot on the way there. And yeah, that first
Yeah,
cannon goes down like super quick. There's gonna be a lot of dead probes.
yeah.
First Sayer's
Fortunately,
out.
the Corsair was across the map, and there was only one cannon in the natural.
Ooh,
But
oh yeah, this is an overcommit now.
now, three
No.
Sayers out.
Oh my god, he's still
Yeah,
fighting
focuses
this.
the Sayers. He focuses the Sayers. He can maybe pull something out of his, but
Yeah, but he was focusing the Sayers within range of cannons. You never want to do that. I feel like you want to pull back a little bit and see if the Sayers follow, and then you can do like one of those patrol shots back, and then. But he has killed quite a few probes. I would like to see him go like economy behind this, like like get the Hydralisks and the
yeah,
Hydralisk upgrades
build,
and drones, bunch of
yeah,
drones,
build them.
hatcheries. Dragoons are out now. I hate these
But
panic Dragoons.
like like I was saying earlier about Age's playstyle, he's very aggressively minded.
Hmm. And
Yeah, like
El
the Sunkens, you can tell that he just wants to be in his opponent's face. He doesn't ever want to come back.
yeah, but I mean, he again, like his last fight right there with the Mutalisks was pretty much entirely on top of cannon fire. Like it was cannon fire and Sarah fire and Dragoon fire. Like if you're gonna play
Hmm.
aggressive, you need to start weighing the options a little bit better. I feel like like maybe I should just fall back a little bit and wait for this next set of mutas. Because if he had retained that muta count from earlier, this number of mutas with a couple scourge mixed in would have been still scary. He could have probably taken down the whole entire natural with that.
Hmm.
And as I was saying, those early like these 4 or 5 dragoons that LMaster made, like they really like contribute so little to the fight, and they die so fast to mutas once the stairs are gone. But oh my god, see he's gonna fight on top of the cannons again. It's just not. There's so much room back here where he can fight that's not being hit by cannon fire.
Yeah, with four stairs out though,
Yeah,
and
it's
there's
late
like no
now.
+1 carapace or anything for Zerg, it's over for the Mutalisk.
And the Aggie wall, I feel like it once again has. Maybe it's just this one Hydra. Yeah, it's just this one Hydra that's blocking. Because I thought for a second that no Hydras can get out. Yeah, it's one Hydra tight wall. Okay, so not gonna have a repeat of last game at least. Oh, but the eggs are always gonna be on the left side. Look, he can't get anything out with the egg there.
Ooh.
He needs to kill that front sunken. There's like no other way about it.
Hmm. Yeah, that could potentially cause problems later.
Yeah, I mean, imagine you're trying to reinforce to like save a base, and like everything is just stuck in your main like J-Donk style. And I mean, Aggie, it's okay to be down in supply in ZVP, but he's like really down in supply. I feel like the first Mutalisks definitely did enough. He didn't need to lose them, but they did quite some damage. But then the second Mutalisk was just a throw, and now he's behind for sure. As
Six
base,
Corsairs out.
yeah, that's the magic number with no +1 if I remember.
For killing Scourge, yeah, that's like the minimum.
Hmm.
Five is the.
5 +1, pretty sure, right?
Let me do the math on that. Yeah, if you have +1, 5 is enough. Because of regeneration, it's
Yeah.
barely not enough if you don't have +1.
And yeah, so I mean, Aggie's economy has improved considerably though, so he has been getting money, but now he's supply blocked. I think like, what do you do when you're this far supply blocked as Zerg? Uh, do you want to throw down like an extra hatchery just to spend the money, or do you just wait until the overlords finish?
Hmm. I think usually you'd want to just wait.
Mm,
'Cause he already has 5 hatcheries, and his drone count isn't. It's actually not bad now, but it's not. It's not like enough to support
yeah.
6 hatcheries yet.
Yeah, the main is like maybe like one or two drones shy, but the net is oversaturated. The third is decently saturated, maybe even a little
Yeah,
oversaturated. Yeah.
he's been pumping drones for a bit now, so he's
But
getting up there in drone.
but now Elmaster's army is actually quite scary. Well, not scary, but I think it can definitely contest what Aggie has right now.
Yeah, 4 Templars, and some of them have 2 storms. 3 of them have 2 storms.
Yeah,
So this is gonna look, I think, a little bit like the push on Medusa, where
yeah.
Aga's got a decent army, but storms are gonna tear him apart.
And this is game point for Elmaster. If he wins this, that's the
Oh yeah, it's
series.
3-2, right?
It's 3-2, yeah. So Elmaster looking to close it out now. He is taking a third base behind this, so he's still playing conservative. I feel like with the amount of information that he got from scouting, he should know that Aggie doesn't have all that much.
Yeah, but don't underestimate 5 something
True.
up a hill.
True.
So I actually agree with Elmaster's decision to sit back and just take bases. Also, his
Lurkers out.
main's about to mine out. Remember that the early game was like slowed down a lot.
Hmm.
Um, so it's now 16 minutes, and he's just now getting
Oh
his
my
third
god.
base.
Wait, this army movement though.
Yeah, this army movement.
This
I
army
think
movement.
we're gonna see potentially a throw from Elmaster if he doesn't come back and defend.
Uh, wow.
Yeah, if he decides to go for the counterattack against lurkers and something's uphill, that would be bad news. But it looks like he's gonna pull back and defend, which
He,
I think is a smart decision.
he only has one observer and it's really out of position right now. It's next to his robo where there's no army. First Templar goes down in the ramp. There's one more there.
Ooh, yeah.
It doesn't have energy. It doesn't have storm energy. He's pushing it forward. It's gonna go down. Is it gonna go down 72? 73?
73?
4? Storm! Oh,
Oh, we
wow.
got it.
Yeah. And the returning army.
Yeah, these lurkers though. Look at how much damage these lurkers are getting.
Oh my god, he just blindly blanket storming. He doesn't realize that he has an observer out already. Oh no, the observers just made it, yeah.
Finally makes its way here.
Alright. But in the aftermath of all that, I mean, although actually looking at the supplies, I mean, Aggie lost his whole army. I don't know where his supply is in right now. I see some defensive lurkers out, but I feel like Elmaster came out ahead there.
Hmm. I think he only came out ahead because he was already ahead. As far as like that went about as well for Age as it could have, given the supply counts.
Nah, he's Zerg and he's playing against Protoss, so you could always just win. You know, if he had put the two lurkers in the mineral line of the natural, for example, that would be just game over. I feel like. Or if he had dodged like the first storm from that Templar that had 72 energy at that point, like, I feel like it could have gone a little bit better for Aggie. It was definitely Elmaster was definitely horribly out of position.
Yeah.
I mean, Aggie's main is looking kind of sparse as well too. Like, definitely very
Yeah,
low right now.
he does need a 4th base soon. And I'm curious what we're gonna see with this hive tech.
It has to be Defiler, doesn't it? He doesn't have the economy to support anything else. I don't feel like.
Well, he does still have. Hmm. This doesn't look good for Age. He's fighting out in front of the Sunkens.
Yeah, and away from the lurkers. He tried to bring out 12 Hydras to kill the Templar. I think he got one, and he just lost all his Hydras for that. It just wasn't worth it. There was too much Protoss in the way.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of lings being made, so I think the hive is really just for ling
Crack.
attack speed. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 cannons already at the third for Elmaster, so these backlings, while a cute idea, aren't going to really do much. Is actually only 1 cannon in the natural, and so you might have been able to run in and do some damage there. But and here's another group of 12 lings. He's going to be trying to harass Elmaster into, I guess, I just
Master
annoy
looking
him.
to see the 4th base right now, I think.
Yeah, fourth base and sustaining it would just be a wrap here. I mean, there's already a 60 supply advantage, which is more than you'd normally see.
Yeah, and a pretty big bank for LMaster. He could be maxed right now.
TG Zealot, you're probably bad too, bro. So you don't have to talk trash about the players. Let's see.
Yeah, we see fourth base going up by LMaster before the fourth base of AgGe, and that's never a good look for Zerg, being down a base against Protoss.
Oh, it's gonna be Zergling drop in the main. I really think so.
Oh,
That could do a lot.
I
That could
just noticed something.
what?
AgGe's been trying to get a drone out, take a fourth, but the drone is stuck because the drone is too big to fit between the sunken and the half.
Oh my god.
This drone has been like running around by his ramp
I see it. Yeah.
for minutes now.
Oh my god, but the army's gonna scout the Zerglings. Oh no, this is such a he was so close. That was like clairvoyant.
This is really unfortunate.
Oh, but the counterattack though, the counterattack if it takes down the third.
Yeah, let's see.
So many Templar though.
There's 5 Templar, 6 Templar down here.
Nice first storm.
It'll get something done, but I don't foresee this doing.
He should
Well,
just target the
zero
Nexus.
storms being casted, so
I mean, I don't think you can cast storms on your own mineral line, or at least you really don't want to. But when all the probes are dead, it doesn't matter anymore.
the probes are already dead, may as well.
Yeah.
But
Oh
he
my,
will
well,
hold the Nexus, and he cleared up pretty much all of AgGe's army again. And still, this drone cannot make it out to make the fourth.
I mean, he still has a third. He could send a drone from his third, I think.
Oh, counterattack is going to take down the Nexus at the fourth base of LMaster, though.
Nice.
That's a good move.
Yeah, this is the hardest part of late game PvZ in my opinion, is knowing how many units to distribute to how many bases in anticipation of what Zerg bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like you can't have your ball be too small, but you can't leave your bases be just cannons because that just loses to Link
Yeah,
Defiler.
Wings are too strong for that.
And I think he might be able to take on this third Nexus now, and that could actually change things a lot. Elmaster's ball is decreasing because speed links they trade so well. If the Nexus goes down, this is gonna be huge.
I mean, AgGe's follow-up to this, he does not have much left. He's almost mined out in his main end, it's natural, but wings are cheap, so he can keep doing this for quite a while.
He still hasn't taken down the Nexus though, and I'm really concerned about that. I don't know what exactly he was fighting there. I mean, Elmaster's ball is small now, but AgGe shouldn't. Oh, we're gonna see a drop. We're gonna see a drop. Please, this time, let's see a drop. The stairs are out of position. Yes, wow. AgGe might pull this back out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think with this constant harass in all these different locations, he's just pulling Elmaster's attention in too many places for him to fight effectively in all of them.
Oh.
Because we see Elmaster has like 10 Templar, right? But if he can't pay attention to all the places that he needs to, he can't cast those storms on time.
And he
I
does.
think it's good that he's making 4 Archons now. Like, if you're not able to cast the storms, what good are the Templar?
Wow, this is gonna hurt so bad. I would like to see him go for the tech, kill the Templar Archives, kill the Citadel, kill the Stargate. You know, kill all the valuable things. Killing gateways isn't that useful for him right now, I feel like.
Good choice by AgGe to leave by LMaster to leave these Archons behind though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this Link counterattack at the front would have wiped out this Nexus for sure.
And all in all, that really just, I feel like the drop could have done so much more. Like if he just took out the tech, that could have been great. But that being said, I mean, Elmaster's
4 gateways is pretty good.
yeah, but killing the tech would prevent him from making Templar and for like a while, and if you're stuck to making only Zealots and Dragoons against Cracklings, you're gonna have a bad time, you know. Even if you do have the economy to support it, I feel like Elmaster is soon not gonna have the economy to even support like the 8 gates that he had.
We finally have 4th base coming down for AgGe. Not from the drones that were trying to escape his natural; those are still running around.
He also tried to double expand, but the Dragoons took it out in the top left. And AgGe is going to make this happen, I feel like. I mean, he still needs to take down this Nexus, but it's so close already. Even if, like, I feel like a couple more Ling run-bys is going to happen.
Yeah, and now this is Elmaster's only base.
Yeah.
He's run dry in his main is natural, and these constant, like, multi-pronged Ling attacks have just been really effective at splitting LMaster's attention to too many things for him to deal with them effectively.
Oh, he's gonna run into the main now. Oh no, he's gonna kill the forge that's doing +3. It has been only +2 so far, which is actually quite
Yeah,
big, because it's
that's
two
a
attack
strong
two.
pickoff.
No, two attack, two armor, right? I
Yeah,
think Archons can't one-shot Lings with that, so
nope.
that's huge.
They live with 1 health.
Yep, that makes an enormous difference when these low eco scenarios. And here comes Lings to kill the Nexus. Nexus? Nope. We're just gonna yeah
Nah, a move.
yeah we're just gonna do that. It's okay, no big deal.
We have yet another link drop coming into the main though.
Yeah, this one should be really brutal. There's only one Archon here. Oh my God, is he going?
Meanwhile, another link attack at the front to keep the army of LMaster, the small dwindling army of LMaster occupied while this link drop comes in.
Yeah, I mean, when we were first talking about it, right, when we saw LMaster's ball and we were talking about how ahead he was, you were saying, yeah, but like, don't underestimate 5 Sunkens uphill. Like, yeah, I agree with you, but at the same time, look at what happened because LMaster didn't do anything with that ball. The ball just slowly dwindled to Hive Tech Zerg, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Like, I feel like he had to have committed to an attack earlier, and now he's just trying to
I don't agree with that. I think he just has to do a better job of defending his expansions, which was certainly doable with the stuff that he had. He just did not appropriately divide his units. Like losing that fourth base was critical. He really that's a 1 ramp, small ramp base. You can easily hold that if you have the right number of units there.
Or just like a DT and 2 Templar, or like 2 Zealots and a Templar.
Yeah.
This, I mean, would the do you think those Archons were like the deciding factor? Because that definitely changed the hold from Elmaster from being decent to being like you know? Like, if the amount of damage that those lurkers did, I'm pretty sure they did a lot of like main health
Oh,
damage
the
to
lurkers?
Elmaster. Yeah, the lurkers that were in the natural of Elmaster, I feel like those did too much.
The lurkers did huge damage to his army. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why the ball was started hemorrhaging so hard, I think, because everything was damaged on the main health. This was a throwaway of a bunch of Archons and stuff.
Really, I don't think that was as much of a factor as just AgGe's unit movement has been really decisive. Ever since that first push with the Hydras and the Lurkers, like all of his unit movements after that have been very, very calculated. Like he's really trying to pull Almaster's attention to as many different places as possible at the same time.
Wow,
And it's proving effective.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but go to Elmaster's main and look at where this Zergling is. On the high ground.
Oh.
This what? That's amazing. We're running in now, killing the Cybernetics core.
It's scouting. It's scouting so you can see it's safe to drop.
Yeah, the air pathway. So the other thing that I really want to commend AgGe for is if you look at his upgrades, he's up to 3-2 now against 2-0-0. That's a place that Protoss never wants to be in. That's so brutal for Protoss. And this third base, it only had what, 6 mineral patches on it. Elmaster, he's gonna mine it out soon. Elmaster's hurting. He has money, like a little bit of money, but AgGe now is gonna be going over to his 4th and 5th base.
He's also on 2 depleted gas geysers. There's no way you can fight 5 base Zerg on 2 depleted gas geysers.
Speaking of gas, have you noticed AgGe's gas count?
Oh, it's absolutely absurd because all he's been making is Ling.
I feel like he can afford to throw down a Defiler Mound at this point and just end the game that way because it nullifies the splash damage. Well, I mean, it nullifies the damage, I'm sorry, from the Archons a lot, right? So, and that's really all he has.
It basically halves the damage from the Archons because it moves their attack on a Zergling from the 100% splash range to 50% splash range.
And I mean, there is a lot of Archons now. I don't see pure Zergling winning this, like taking this base down anymore. Like, drops are still going to be scary. There's still no defense in the main. I mean, there's no more defense anymore in the main, rather. And if he takes down the tech structures, I think that's when it could be huge.
We're on 2-3 Lings versus 2-0-0 Protoss army.
Yeah, it's brutal.
This game is getting better and better for AgGe as it goes on. Like, in all aspects. His army is way better upgraded. Lings in general are just absolutely ridiculously efficient in
He
these small number scenarios.
he also has 3-2 on his Hydras also. He has 2 ranged attack as well. So that means on the lurkers too.
Wow. Yeah.
Upgrades are doing a great job for him.
He really doesn't have many lurkers. I only see
He just
like
had a fight with a couple of
five on
them.
five on the map. Yeah.
I thought he was tech switching to fight against the Archons, which I think is smart, and that's why he had the Hydra Archon. But he doesn't have enough yet, I think, to hold this. That's still
Hellmaster making kind of a desperate move here, pushing out with the tiny army he has to try and do some damage. And I mean, he has a ton of Archons, so he's gonna get something done here. But
one goes Storm,
is it gonna
Fatty
be
Storm.
enough to justify losing this whole army? Because he will lose this whole army. That's for sure.
I don't think
And
he did enough damage. Yeah,
I think the answer is no. He would have to kill both of the new bases to even.
and hold on to his third and fourth. But I mean,
Yeah,
he did like reset the army count for Augie, like Augie, which isn't saying much against Zerg because Zerg can just pump out a billion lings if they want to. But
exactly.
he put 2 Archons on the ramp of the fourth, which I really like. He doesn't have very much defense at the third, but I don't think he's going to need it for much longer because it's almost to be mined out.
Yeah, it's mined out in 100 minerals.
So in some strange way, maybe that actually worked out. I mean, like this zealot attack on the top left could also hurt Aggie's economy too. So this could be swinging back slightly into LMaster, but nope, here come a bunch of lings.
I think on paper, that attack from LMaster is not really efficient. It's not really what you want, but AgGe is playing more defensive because of that, and I think that is what is going to keep LMaster alive for a little bit longer. Because a counterattack immediately after he cleaned up that army. If you look at what LMaster has, he has 5 zealots and 2 archons, and that's it. There's nothing else.
All right, well, we have figured out what Aggie's going to use all that gas for, and it includes a Greater Spire and the 5 Mulisks at the bottom
Guardians,
right.
excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an absolute killer move at this point.
I mean, there's one Sarah out, I think.
2 Sairs. There's 3 total Sairs.
Okay, that's not bad.
They're scattered around the map, just scouting. But how fast can Sairs really kill Guardians? With, by the way, the Guardians have
3 armor. Oh, what?
3 armor.
Oh my
Wait a
god.
minute.
Wow.
Oh no, they don't. No, they don't.
Oh, that's the regular.
Cocoons- Yeah, cocoons. For some reason, get the ground armor upgrades.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Because they're treated like the same way as eggs, I think. That's why you can turn a
Yeah.
Hydra into a Guardian in like the first patch.
Yeah.
I feel like if he had, this is what I was talking about.
Damage.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The damage is gonna be done. Like
Oh, these Archons can't do shit.
even if he just kills these Archons and nothing else, these were still worth it because he has like a billion gas.
And Elmaster has none. And
Yeah.
this is gas base. And the Scourge are in.
Oh.
Yeah. Guardian Scourge, that's the perfect thing to do when you have low money, high gas. This would be the answer. This base is donezo.
Absolutely brutal.
Aggie.
Yeah.
With the clutch.
Some storms are gonna come in and maybe save the base, but disrupting the only mining base of your Protoss opponent while you're on 2 mining bases with high tech.
Only 1 storm went off, and he killed both Templar. In total, that's 600 gas loss for Elmaster when he's only mining 1 gas. And the third base is going to go down there. And there's Hydra now. There's not going to be much more storm. There's 1 Templar on the way. It's 60. No, 2 Templar at 60 energy. Need to be careful. I feel like he can hold this though with just the zealot numbers though. Oh my god.
LMaster has built up a decently sizable army, but the upgrades are ridiculous for AgGe. So he's trading efficiently. He's not going to wipe the whole army, but
And Aggie has a 40 supply lead now. That's pretty much fatal for Protoss.
yeah. LMaster's barely holding on by a thread.
Yeah, straight up. And Aggie, I mean, his economy isn't healthy, I would say, but it's definitely not bad. It's definitely enough to win this game. I would like to see him to just take the 6th and 7th bases maybe at this point, because he is still like mineral starved at all times. But it might not even matter anymore. I mean, like when you're ahead, might not get more ahead, you know?
I think we're gearing up for another drop in the main. With all these
Yeah,
links at 12 o'clock.
but LMaster being clairvoyant again. I don't know how he keeps doing this. He keeps walking there just at the right time. Maybe he's just checking for a sixth base. And
Yeah.
now he's gonna
But
know. Yeah.
is he just walking to his death is the question.
Ooh, that storm
Excellent
changed.
storms.
Yeah,
Excellent storms.
that storm changed everything.
Yeah, that's the efficiency that he needs right now.
I mean, I really don't see him clawing his way out of this. He has only one cannon in his third base. His
Yeah.
probe count has been suffering this whole time. He's not down to like,
Elmaster, yeah, Elmaster can he can survive for a bit longer, but what
yeah,
can he do?
that's GG. What a game.
Yeah, there's 5 lurkers at each of these bases.
Mm.
No chance that Zealot Archon can break into that.
Wow, what a
In
comeback
such
from
low
Aggie.
numbers. Yeah,
That's
he
three
really took
three.
control of the late game.
That's perseverance right there.
Strom reminding us that lings are broken. Yeah, it's true. They can't be.
Lings are ridiculous.
Especially with an upgrade advantage.
Mm.
Oh. Let's see. What are we gonna see for the final match?
Elmaster has to think hard. I mean, Elmaster does have the advantage of being a Zerg this time, so he does get the Zergling.
Yeah.
How that Ling got there is probably because he clicked unload on the Overlord, and there's might be like a small, tiny bit of room where he can drop the Ling on top of that. Or it's possible that there might have been some sort of stacking error. Units can ignore high ground, low ground stuff when there's a stacking error. Like if you make a pylon with your probe, you can actually hop from like right on top of the probe. You can actually hop from the low ground to the high ground of Fighting Spirit.
Interesting.
Maybe not pylon. Maybe it has to be a bigger building like Gateway. But like if you know how you can trap your probe in the corner and then it has to kind of just like jump around and leave. You can make it go all the way up onto the high ground if it decides that there's no way it can land on the low ground. We're going back to Fighting Spirit.
All right.
Elmaster going back to the standard. Okay, and by the way, after this, we are going to be doing Ling Pump and Father, or at least I am. You can stick around. I could ask Aggie to help me out because he said he was interested.
Immediately after this.
Like 2:30, like in like 20 minutes after, like when this game is
Okay.
over probably, and a smoke
All
break.
right.
Anyway, back to the match
I'm
at
into
hand
that.
though. 3-3, Game 7, Fighting Spirit, top right. As the Protoss, we have iRk-AgGe.
Bottom left, as the white Zerg, we have Infarction, aka LMaster.
Yes, it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen. Cross map positions. So earlier, like if LMaster tries to go for some 2-gate stuff, even though he hasn't been really aggressive with. Oh no, it's Aggie playing Protoss. My bad. My bad.
Yep, yep.
I'm messing up again. Aggie has been he's been expanding pretty standard with Protoss. He hasn't been really doing anything that crazy as far as I could tell. Just a little bit late on some of this stuff. Like he gets like a late second gas, late second
Yeah.
gate, stuff like that. Like nothing too major, just like standard but a little bit off.
Yeah, Age's PVZ play is actually much more closer to standard meta than his ZVP play is.
Do you think that's due to like a lack of comfort? Because he's a Z main with an off race.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mhm.
uh, Zerg, he knows the ins and outs of the early game and how to like
Abuse people.
or because yeah, how to abuse people with Zerg and like build orders to get to certain tech options quickly. He does like his gate expands though.
Yeah, gate. I'm really been liking it as a build in general. It just gives you so many options, and your zealot count can be enormous in the early mid game. If you hold on to every zealot that you make, like if you're gonna be you might be I think you're a little bit behind on tech, right? But you get the scouting off anyway with the zealots and the probes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, but I feel like you just end up with more zealots at like 7:30 and beyond.
Seeing a 12 hatch out of LMaster. That's
And, oh, we're seeing a
pretty much his
proxy.
go-to Zerg build.
We're seeing a proxy. It's gonna be
Oh
it's
my
gonna be one
god.
gate proxy gate. Wow, that is cute. We were just talking about how he's more standard, and
Yeah.
this is wow.
Not
Okay,
in game 7 he's not.
yeah, this is gonna be. I'm not sure about this, to be
How,
honest with you. 12
how many
hatch.
gates?
If it's gonna be 3 gates, then maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 gates. We're doing the Jordaddy, guys. It's the
I think
Jordaddy.
so, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because 12 hatch it works really well against 2 gate in my opinion, even if especially if one is late and proxied like this. But
Yeah,
against
because you
three
have a lot of
gate,
us.
I think he might be able to bust it.
Yeah, and also is the thing is he doesn't know. He
Hmm.
doesn't know about these gates.
The only
He
weakness of
might
this is if he transfers this drone back diagonally back to his base. Yeah, that's the way he would find out. If I was Aggie, I would want to like make them off center a little bit. Unless he goes some other direction. No, he's gonna go straight through. He's
No,
gonna
he's gonna
know.
see it.
Yeah, Aggie. I feel like he had a good idea, but he could have been a little bit sneakier with it. It's gonna come down to zealot retention now. At this point, I feel like more than doing any sort of damage, he needs to hold on to every probe and zealot that he has in order to make this work. Sixlings out. Oh, almost got the surround. Drone's being pulled. Not sure about the drone pull situation.
Not sure about the drone pull either.
Yeah. Took about 100 damage in like half a second.
His probe's gonna get a drone kill though, during all this confusion.
2 Sunkens being thrown down in
Might
the.
even get a second drone kill. His probe is really going to work in the mineral line right now.
Oh my god, almost. This 4 health on that, and the zealot got quite a few link kills as well. And these Sunkens are not gonna be up anywhere near in time. This is starting to look scary.
Yeah, 3 zealots now.
Oh, the Sunken is being
Good,
made in the
good
back.
link control by LMaster.
Yeah.
He's not trying to take the fight
Yeah.
until the something's done. He's just delaying, which is good.
Oh, this ramp block is. Oh my god, this engagement on the ramp is gonna be so
That
good
was
for
a
him.
great ramp block.
Yeah. Wow. Now you have
Yeah,
to really
good
feel for
surround.
Aggie.
Now
Rallied
you
zealots.
rallied the other zealots in. Those
Mhm.
2 something's done.
I would like to see gas from LMaster and just go speed and end it. But third base is the fact that he held on to a third base is good too. But I think this is it's looking rough.
You know, I don't know about that third base. If Agi knows about that third base, he has the muscle power to go over there and attack it. Like he has 4 zealots out right now against like 8 links.
I don't think it would work. Well, now it can maybe. Oh, yeah, that zealot was a little too healthy. I had to take him down a notch. But yeah, Elmaster holds. But all right, so here's the question: would you cancel that her third hatch after scouting the 2 gateways in the middle? Because I think that was
was
the
it
sit.
started? Was it started before then?
I think so.
Hmm.
It,
Okay.
it was started around the same time. Like I saw him send both. Like the drone was reaching the middle as the other drone was entering that third base. It was probably on array build hatchery command.
True. Um. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. I wouldn't cancel it. But
Yeah,
it is. It is a bit of a concern losing. Like if he were to lose that hatch, then obviously it puts Age in a much better position. As of right now, I would say Age's definitely behind. He's still on 1 base. There's no tech.
Elmaster playing super safe. He's adding a third sunken in his natural, knowing that one of them's pretty injured. Obviously looking to drone up a little bit. I think because I like the overlord from Elmaster as well, just making sure where the tech is at for his opponent, seeing if there's a natural expansion. And sunken in the third is definitely this third has definitely not paid for itself yet, but it will in production once the time comes, I think.
Yeah. LMaster, in a very rare occurrence, deciding that it's worth it to get gas before his fifth hatchery.
Also, I think he mannered his minerals quite badly in the third. If you look at it, I don't think you can pass between two sunks like this. So he's gonna have to go all the way around for each trip.
Vertically? Yeah, no, I don't think you can. No,
Yeah,
you
yeah, he's
almost
gonna
can't.
he's gonna be walking around this way like a lot. It's gonna
That
be
is unfortunate,
it's gonna be
yeah.
a snake path. All right, so zealots are coming in now. We got 8 zealots. We have 6 slings and 3 sunks. One of them is injured. Decent walling hatchery here. Oh, but now the third's in trouble. Now the third is in
Yeah,
trouble.
this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Defending two different fronts from a three gateway
Whoa,
opening is
whoa! That drone is stuck on that. Whoa! Oh, that could have been amazing. Just have like a missile turret, like drone standing on top of the sunk, shooting from outside, being outside of range. What is going on with the Zerg units this game? Look at this drone too, dancing. Oh my god. Oh, and he made drones here instead of zealots. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be dangerous.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think Elmaster's just gonna scrap that base.
yeah, after making the 2 sunkens too, I feel like he could have been better off if he made Zerglings.
Yeah. This is a really good pickup for Age.
Hmm.
That's pretty much like he needed something like that to get himself back in the game.
I think he went blind too. Like he just kind of like came into Zerg's natural. He's like, I can't do shit about this. Let me see if I can do.
Let's see if he has a third. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a good call from him. He's even walling off the ramp, so he knows he can finish the hatchery on, which I like this move. Uh,
Yep.
he- but at the same time, Elmaster sees that there is no natural for Aggie, and Elmaster is going up to what looks like to be now 3 hatch lurker. Well,
What? There's two Hydrodents.
oh, double Hydra. Wait, range and what if it's Hydra drop? 2 centimeter
Range
Hydra.
and speed and lurker aspect when the layer's done? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's drops. Who knows? This is.
It's interesting. I'll
It
tell
could
you
have been
that.
an accident. I don't know.
Yeah, people in the chat are saying that kill the pylon in the what's called in the center. And I feel like if he had more army, he could definitely do that. But it's a little too late now for that.
Yeah,
Like,
he doesn't. He invested more in Sunkens than he did. He decided to make Sunkens and then drone up instead
mhm.
of pumping continuous links to defend,
Yeah,
which eliminates his aggressive options.
yes. I mean, against a build like this, I feel like Aggie's gas was so late that I think speed would have done so much damage, been so helpful for his Zerglings if he had it. That way he could actually run around and like poke at the pylon while the zealots are out of position, for example. Maybe like do a run by in the natural before there was
Mm.
zealots there protecting it and stuff. But as things are going, even with such a late natural, Aggie's gonna have a lot of zealots. But the question is, if
Yeah.
is Elmaster going lurker or not? 'Cause so far we see speed for the Hydras.
If this is just Hydras, I think Elmaster's dead. Like,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
we.
speed on the zealots!
Yeah, he went straight for Templar attack. He skipped Stargate.
Wow.
So with 3 gate Zealot production out, there's no way that this 2 base 3 hatch Hydra is gonna overpower the
It needs to be
production of
lurker.
Age.
It needs to be lurker.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah,
drop.
it's got to be some tech option here.
Because Templar, looking at the gas, I'm going to judge that Templar are on the way
Yeah.
from Aggie.
By the way, you might be looking at the supplies and saying, "Wow, Zerg's supply is quite high compared to Protoss," and that's true. But the reason for that is the probe count. The probe count
Yeah.
is quite low.
It's like 25 total mining
So
minerals right now.
yeah, the army supplies of both players. The army of Age is not tiny. Like what you would expect from the supply is Zerg
Well,
absolutely stomping the Protoss army.
well
But
actually, we have speed now. Templar just came out. They don't have Storm yet. DT are out.
the
They're not going to do
Overlord speed.
anything. The position for the Zealots is
Right.
really bad.
Yeah,
This could go well for Elmaster. Yeah, I think it might.
I don't like how he's throwing in these zealots without. He doesn't have enough to win this fight, but he's throwing them away anyway.
Yeah, he needed to run away home and wait for the Templar to
Yeah,
finish
he's
his
got
main.
more zealots at home. He needed to consolidate all his units if he was going to attack like that.
Yeah. I feel like his major mistake was not making the Templar from the main gate. I feel like that
Yeah, making a high Templar in the middle of the map, that was definitely a mistake.
And I feel like, can LMaster do this? The cannons in the front are so close to finishing. Two of them are practically done. One of them
They're
behind
gonna
it.
finish on time. Yeah.
But is it gonna be
The
enough
zealots
though?
can buy. The zealots can buy time. Yeah, 5
Yeah,
cannons,
yeah,
absolutely enough for
yeah,
this many Hydras.
yeah. 13 Hydra, and
Lurkers are done. Master's got 3 lurkers as natural.
I would like to see a classic lurker contain. I think that's the answer here. Honestly, lurker contains, I feel like they're underrated nowadays. Like I don't see anyone doing them, but they used to be so good back in the day, or at least it felt like they were so good. And FS was one of the maps on which I believe it was pretty popular. So I think it could still be a style that works now.
I think he might be trying to go for the drops too. We see he's got two Hydras making lurkers at his at the third base.
Hmm. No, I think that's also can be an extension of the contain though. You contain on the
Yeah,
high
yeah,
ground back
that's
here.
true.
That's super annoying when you're Protoss. When they contain you even
Huh.
on your third, and you try to bust up there, and you and there's Scourge, Muta. I mean a Scourge, Lurker, and Overlords. But in the meantime, he's actually just gonna go for a really wide contain using the bridge and the path between the Nat and the third. I don't know. I feel like that this is like kind of like a less optimal contain though than using bridge and third because first of all, units from the high ground can shoot down at the lurkers if they're too close. And if you're already gonna be making lurkers back there, then like why not? Why not just contain at the bridge, which I think is a little bit narrower. Although I guess with the forge in the way, this could also be problematic.
I think both options are equally fine. This absolutely absurd number of cannons. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, the fact that
This
he's
is
adding more makes no sense to me.
yeah, this is now 8 cannons with 2 more on the way. 10 cannons.
I mean, what does he expect? Like he's gonna lurker bust him? Like that? I don't think that's the
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
like the point of this is not to bust.
And yeah, LMaster adding the requisite number of hatcheries now. Getting his Queen's Nest, so he's going to be going up to Hive, which is the answer. You try to get Defiler, and then you contain with Defiler Lurker while you take the half the map, and then maybe switch to Ultra later. I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, this crazy overinvestment in cannons, I think, is really gonna.
He added another one. He's at 11 now.
Yeah, he's way too scared about a bust. He has storms. Got 2 Templar with 2 storms each.
I think the only thing that LMaster is really lacking right now is a Spire. Like if he had Spire with Scourge there, that would have been probably ideal. He has the gas for it to be making
Yeah, we
Scourge.
see a shuttle with some DTs is going out, and maybe that can get some damage done. We'll see if that can help Age claw his way back into this game.
Yeah,
Right now,
there's
it's not looking good.
only 3 Hydras for defense back in the base, back in the third. There's only 3 in the or 4 in the natural, and Overlord's pretty far away from the main. So if he, but the Overlord sees the shuttle. Nice, very nice by Elmaster. Great visions. Like these spread out Overlords are doing a lot for him. So yeah, now this Templar's in trouble, and I mean this shuttle's in trouble.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be able to do much, I think. And Aggie knows that he sees the Overlord following him. I think he.
yeah. Well, the one thing is that there's really not that many units here, right? There's only 3 Hydralists. All of his units are in the contain.
Yeah.
And I think there's 3 Dark Templar in that shuttle. So 3 Dark Templar can definitely kill. Like there's like 4 Hydras in the main, three
Well,
Hydras at the third.
and I like the path that the shuttle took. Honestly, like he managed to lose the Overlord and go
Four
around.
DTs.
Yeah, and we've already seen Aggie kill 3 Hydras with 1 DT. So, what do you go for when you go in here? You don't go for Hydrogen because there's 2 of them. Do you think you guys would it be drones,
Drones.
spawning pool, Evo chamber, or drones?
Drones. If you have 4 DTs, just kill a Hive. Why not?
Well, to be quite honest with you, the reason why I don't go Hive is because there's been so many times where it's been like 2 hits away, right? And then I come back to try to finish it off, and it suddenly has like 800 HP because it just gains 700
Yeah,
from the
but
upgrade. But now it's too late, yeah. Wait, but where's the Overlords for this? The Overlords are just now here. Oh my god, no, don't pull away. Do you think he could do it? I don't think he can do it.
if he didn't kill the spawning pool first, he could have killed it easy.
Yeah, that's true. But that's mostly because of Elmaster reacting late, not because of a decision made by Aggie, I think. But the next drop could be really deadly, though. I can tell you that much. And I think the
Yeah,
spawning pool,
now
spa
LMaster does have to dedicate a lot of units to that.
spawning pool, definitely wasn't the best choice. I think like going for the Evo would have been better to prevent the Zerg from getting the upgrade. Because he's also going like pretty much pure Hydra Lurker right now. Like, what does he need the Evo for? And we actually
Yeah,
have
the
speed
spawning
shuttle.
pool doesn't really killing spawning pool doesn't do anything because Agi doesn't have any option to move out right now. So who even cares if LMaster can't make units? Even if he killed the Hydrogen and the spawning pool, it doesn't do anything if you can't move out.
And it looks like Aggie's looking to take a third, but finding the lurker there on the high ground. I think there might be actually two stacked lurkers there, if I'm not mistaken. Because there were two making before, but it looks like he's gonna go for
No.
the third down here. Oh yeah, yeah, never mind. You're right. I forgot. I was drag dropping, and I'm like,
It's
yeah,
like,
maybe I can't see him and it doesn't come up too. Yeah.
ooh, Agi's taking a hidden third base. There's a lurker in it. He doesn't know that, but he's attempting a hidden base.
Yeah. And I mean, he has Reaver, two Reavers out now. I think he could be close to busting soon. And even though Hive is up, I don't see Hive Tech from Elmaster. He doesn't have a Defiler Mound yet. So if he does the bust now, I think it's definitely viable. Shuttle with the two Reavers, push down the lurkers, because there's really not that many lurkers. There's only one, two, three, four, seven lurkers. That's like nothing for two
The
Reavers.
lurker comes up and spots the hidden probe.
Oh no. Oh no. And Aggie's about to mine out from his main. On top of that.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. He has tons of money still left in his natural because of how late he took it and
Wait,
how low the saturation is there. But one base to three.
oh, he's gonna go for the hive. Yes, I like this move, but Elmaster knows the shuttle's gonna come in. He's gonna go for the hive for sure. He has to go for the hive.
It's
Two,
Reavers.
yeah. No, not the hydras. Don't shoot the hydras.
No, I think he can. Well, if he targets
No,
better, he can kill them. But
no.
he did not.
Oh, that's so painful. I think it would have been like 3 or 4 shots, and the hive would have gone down. It's like what, like
Four.
4? Yeah. God. I wanted that hive dead, and I'm sure Aggie did too.
Really, I think what Age wants to do in this situation is use the Reavers to bust out of the lurker contain, right? That seems much more important.
Yeah, I was debating that, which one I would want to do. I feel like you could just bust out of the contain first and then bring them and kill the hive. That could have been the better
Yeah, that's what
option.
I'm thinking. Especially after that hidden third gets shut down, like you really need to break out.
Yeah. And he's double storming on these lurkers, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's missing he missed with 3 storms. He only hit 1. I feel like he's just struggling to get down too. Like you need the dragoons down here, not the zealots and the dark templar and the high templar. This DT is gonna be annoying though. At least, maybe. Lurker is faster than DT. OP confirmed.
Lurker is so fast.
I mean, look how many legs he has. It just looks like a hand with legs. Oh, oops, my bad. Looks like we're gonna go for another busted temple. We're not gonna get it, and we're gonna storm one ling. And you can't hemorrhage your Zerglings, but the bust I think should be successful. There is more lurkers here now because of how slow the bust has been going. But you can't run in with zealots like this, my guy. No, you can't lose this over. Oh my God, the observer. Is that his only observer?
Yeah. Well, he has another one in the main, but it's not here. The bridge holds, and the supplies look really, really one-sided.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't even know if it would be possible for LMaster to throw this game at this point.
You never know, dude. I mean, last game, Elmash looked like he was, what, 70 supply up, like 170 to 100 at one point, and then he just slowly bled out. But in this case, I don't really see it happening. There's only two Templar left, no Reaver, pretty much pure Dragoon, only one base mining, only 1/3 of the minerals left there. Elmaster, he still hasn't done anything with his hive tech as far as I can tell. Maybe he has crack, but he doesn't have 3 upgrades. He doesn't have, yeah, no Defiler Mound, which I'm surprised about. No Ultralisk Mound or anything. Just been like really, it feels like he's not been taking advantage of his contain as much as he could be, honestly. And I guess we're just waiting for that bust to happen now.
Yeah, I don't know what Age's plan is with this game. Like, what is his plan to get back in it?
I mean, when I'm in this situation, my thinking is like, is as follows. Oh my god, he has Overlord sight range, I think. Yes, he does. Nice. I love that upgrade when you're lurker containing. Um, what his plan is or should be, I think, is like once you bust this, you have to have perfect storms, and you have to take out at least like one or two bases from the Zerg in order to stand a chance, while securing a third for yourself. In I think in this situation, I think this would be one of those cases where you can take your third. I mean, generally it's your fourth, but I've seen people take the center base in PvZ as Protoss because it's kind of like relatively nice walking distance from your
It
main.
can be doable
I think that
with
would have to be
center
the play
base.
because there's no way he's busting up this ramp on the right after busting out of
Well,
his bridge.
at this point, I don't think there is a play. If you're on one base against 5 base Zerg and you're 100 supply to 200 supply, I think it's just over.
You know what? You know
What
what the
can you
actual
do?
play is? Mass Dark Archon and camp in your base. That's the only way to win this. You force a draw instead of a loss. That's the only way. You have to make Zerg so frustrated, and you have to steal their units habitually. That's it. That's the only way you can do it. Like with all the minerals that he has remaining, he needs to invest in Dark Archons with hallucination and mind control, and into Corsair with D-Web, and that way he can hold. I think. Praying that he doesn't do that though, but
Yeah,
regardless.
please no.
Oh, he's gonna load DTs again. I feel like all these drops and stuff take away so much of his attention that it's hurt him in the long run more than anything. You know?
Well, I think it's just a lack of prioritization. The first drop was well timed, but the second drop with the Reavers,
Yeah.
you really needed to focus on busting out so we could take more bases.
And LMaster has vision of everything. He knows. Like he's not gonna get caught by chance here. I don't think. Yeah, like this Reaver harass. Like, what are you really doing, my guy? Like, yeah, you kill a couple of drones and stuff, but like, how does that benefit you in the long term when he can just make as many drones as he wants?
It does not. If your lurker contained like this, you gotta bust out eventually.
Yeah, the Slorm, I just want to make sure you're aware. Elmaster is the Zerg. They've been switching races between games, depending on who wins and loses. But I'm suspecting that you're joking because you said about lifting buildings. And this is a fatty contain now. I mean, there's defilers here.
Here comes the attempted bust.
Oh, my bad. Swarm, and you're done. And your bust is over. This, I hate when they're like right on the edge of the swarm.
Yeah, it looks like they're outside, but they're not.
It's like it's touching by like 1 pixel, like right here. But, yeah, this is I think this is over. I'm sorry. I know that I've read complaints about foreign casters, and they're like, oh, instead of analyzing what the player can do next, they just say, oh yeah, this game's over. I think in this case, it's kind
I
of
think
fair.
there is a point where you can draw the line and say,
Yeah.
yeah. And we're over that line. If you just look at the mini map, it tells a pretty clear story.
Yeah, it's pretty much Sauron Zerg territory at this point. Just rally all your hatcheries. Actually, what was going on here? It looks like there was a harass attempt again. Oh, yeah, I think Aggie's he's just trying to, like, I don't know, coax his ego. Like, oh,
Doesn't want to go out without a fight.
that was a quick pickup. And that shuttle's dead.
We got Dark Swarm Lings.
Yo,
Pushing
these
into the
cannons
main.
are, yeah, I was about to say, these cannons really helping out here. Alright, well, that was the series. It was, 4-3 in favor of LMaster. Congratulations to him. He is the official Zerg main PVZ caster He's the number one. Aggie's number two. That's what we've determined.
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
All right, guys. Let me see if anyone wants to do an interview or something. Post game interviews. All right, we're gonna get LMaster here into this into an interview here where we get to ask him questions, and you guys should post your questions for LMaster in the chat, and I can relay them over to him. And after this, I'm gonna take like a 5-10 minute break, and then we're gonna be right back in it. We're gonna be doing Link Pump, which is a Zerg, against Father, who is a Terran, and this is also gonna be cast live. And yeah, so I'm gonna tell LMaster to hop in here. If you guys have any questions, Linga Pumpa, Pumpa, Linga Pumpa. All right, I get it. It's not linguini, lingy pumpy. That sounds cuter, I think. Instead of, I'm gonna just type it in. Let me see. Yo, LMaster, what's up? Oh, it's Lingy. My bad. How you doing, Lingy?
Lingepumpe.
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 Lingepumpe. Is that good?
Thanks for the clarification.
Try it again. Try again. Say it again.
Lingepumpe.
Lingepumpe.
Yeah, the pumpe, not pumpe, but yeah.
Lingepumpe.
It's a German. Yeah, but you can do ling pump or
Lingy
Zerg
pumpy?
pump. Lingy pumpy. Sounds great.
Yeah, okay, thanks, man.
Take care.
Take care. I'm trying to get LMaster in here.
I got you.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Congratulations on your win.
Yeah, that got closer than I thought. I thought I was boned when I saw those 2 gates in the center, and I'd already placed the 3rd hatch because I thought it was gate expand.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I was
Yeah,
like,
we were
oh
wondering
god.
if you recognize that before you place the hatch or after.
No, I placed it and I didn't have a chance. And I was because then I was like, fuck. Like I think I was probably making. I probably could have canceled it, but I was like, fuck. I need to get Sunkens down, or I'm just gonna die.
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing I want to ask you about, well, in that last game, was like, were you panicking at all when you saw that hive was going down, like when it was getting chopped down by those DTs?
I was. If you heard on stream, yeah, I was like, because like I don't know. I find that if you do just a Hydra alert contain, particularly since I didn't have a stupid eco hatch count at that point, Hydra alert Protoss will break out of a lot of times. So I was really worried then if I lost the ability to make the cracklings on time, and he came out with a big bust and executed it well, that I would have a hard time holding on. I wouldn't have a good way to fall back, and he would have 2 base eco to my 3 base eco, even though I was pretty well droned. So yeah, I was a little bit worried about that.
I see. All right, and then
And I was really annoyed too because I tagged an overlord to follow the shuttle, and it like stopped following the shuttle, so I thought he'd like turned around.
yeah,
And then I didn't see it for a while, and I was like, okay, I guess he gave up. And then I was like, oh fuck, no way.
dude, he juked the hell out of that overlord,
Yeah,
and then
he
and the rest of
definitely
your
did.
army too. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I also want to ask you about the game on cross game when you just kind of like. It felt like you were just slowly hemorrhaging your advantage.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you were up by about 70 supply when he first
Yeah.
ran into your natural,
Yeah.
and oh my god, that looks so painful for you to like from me as a Protoss player. It's so painful
Yeah.
for me to see you struggle. Like where should
Like,
I put that
yeah.
and what like
What I'll say about that is his ling movements are very good.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with that. At the same time, my movements I felt like were very poor. I did not understand the map, and he kept finding paths that I didn't know were there. Because from a previous game or from the previous all-ins, I could already tell he was moving lings pretty well, and I was like, fuck, if this guy has hive lings, this is going to be really difficult for me to play against. I don't consider myself super great against that. So I was just trying to play really safe, and my preparation was not good, so I was not really able to do that. And then he was just pulling me apart, and I just could not figure out where I needed to put my units. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I have an advantage, but it's bleeding away.
Yeah, he found all the holes.
Yeah, he definitely did. And like I said, all kudos to him. Like, I was annoyed that I didn't know the map, but his Ling movements, it's weird too because his micro with his Lings, like his surrounds and some of that stuff, is not so great, but his actual movement was really good.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll be honest, like that is the most frustrating kind of Zerg for me to play against, particularly with Lings. When Zergs can move Lings around like that and know how to be really efficient with Hive Lings, that's an incredibly hard style to play against for me.
That makes 3 of us, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if I lose games against Hive Zerg, every once in a while I'll just lose it because I take a bad fight against like Ultra Ling or something and get crushed. But mostly I lose it to Zergs that are good with Hive Ling and just kind of pull
Being
you to
everywhere,
pieces, and you just can't get your units. And even when you are getting units there and defending things, you're losing like 8 Zealots and 2 Templar at a time, and then you just get stuck, and Zerg just kind of cannibalizes the map.
Very true. So one more question from me, and then I have like one more from this stream chat. My other question is, what was the build idea that you were doing on Medusa? Like, can you walk me through like the thought process
The
there?
thought process, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I saw that he was opening Overpool, and I feel like 2K's pretty strong against Overpool. I have a hard time with that. It's just hard to get the right balance of Lings and drones. So I opened with that, and then I saw that he made a lot of Lings, and it was like a wide entrance or whatever, so I just didn't want to die to a bunch of Lings, especially because I saw that he was doing well with them in the previous games. So I just kind of decided to sit back, and I was pretty aggressive with my scouting. I got probes in there, and then I saw that he was taking gas and making speedlings, but he didn't have like a natural hatch, so I figured he was just going to do some sort of like all-in type of thing, and so I just kind of did the get everything build. So I got a Stargate to scout a little bit, and then I didn't know if he was going to go Lurker or Lair, so I just kind of got everything on one base. And then and the other reason I did that is because I saw that he still wasn't really taking more bases, and I just felt like if I basically just kind of get everything, get some tech, macro up, he's not really going to have any options. If he would have taken quickly to 3 bases and looked like he was droning hard, I probably would have played differently. But yeah, that's what was going on there.
Makes a lot of sense. All right. Question from the stream chat is, how did you practice before the match? I heard you're inactive now with life stuff.
Yeah, I had 2 games against him. That was actually really helpful. It did kind of help me remember how to at least move my fingers around the keyboard a little bit, like 2 days ago. And I think in the past 2 or 3 weeks, I'd played like 0 games, so I had very little preparation.
All right. Well, thanks for the interview, LMaster. Congratulations once again. You are now the official Zerg with a PVZ Boudoir caster. That's it. That's your designated role now.
I have to admit, my CVP still has areas that I need to learn. I was disappointed to lose, what was that, 2 games with Protoss. And the other one, the game with the proxy hatch. I knew the proxy hatch was be there. I just wanted to wait for it to like finish and kill it. But my understanding of that timing is not there. So I died. And when I saw it was finished and he was already making Lings, I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. I was honestly surprised how long I lived. It was like a combination of he didn't really get the surrounds and the micro he wanted, and he was also spending a lot of time target firing next side that he wasn't getting. So I was able to live, but the entire time I was like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes, I'm dead.
Yeah, that was a brutal one for sure. Anyway, so thanks for the interview. At least me, I need like a 5-10 minute break at least. Get my vocal cords, calm them down. Work, smoke a cigarette in order to help my throat feel better. You know how that works. So, I'll be back in like 5 to 10. Then we're gonna go right in.
Strom wants an answer.
Yeah, we got one more question.
All right.
Yes,
you guys take it.
It's on the way for things to learn. Honestly, I want to figure out like a couple things with my transition out of like 5-hatch and OGAS, and then I'm gonna start playing significantly more, quote unquote standard 3-hatch fire, 6-hatch kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So yes, that's on. It's one dimensional. It's not a bad build. I think it's a great build to learn if you're new, but it is one dimensional. And especially if it's the only build in your arsenal, it's very easy for people to just be like, oh, I'm going to do like 4-gate zealots, and there's a few other things that are strong against it. My question got skipped over, but why is Zerg overpowered? Zerg is not overpowered. Lies.